Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Chronicles of Patria, episode 16, I believe. I cannot believe it's already the middle of May. That's fantastic. That's crazy. If you missed last week's session, we are going to have a recap in a little bit. But just out of the game, Kuno, played by Nick, he is off on some real life adventures, so he'll be MIA or missing in action for the next little while, and to kind of write that off on screen, we saw him get I'll let Mac save the description on that one. It was pretty nuts. But yeah, we have a lot in store for tonight, so hopefully you enjoy. I'm going to turn it over to Mac here in a second to give us a good old recap and start us off on the right track. All right, Mac, what do we got?
All right,
Mac, bring us in. Let's do it.
All right. Previously on the Chronicles of Patria.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
For Rascals yesterday, we played some funky beats while we did a recap. Okay. Would you like some funky beats?
Yeah, can you hit that DJ? Hit that shit.
Okay, but I'll give you a choice. You either get What the Funk, or what was the other good one? Heroes whatever Wanted, I think was
whatever they didn't choose.
Okay. Well, hold on. We'll give you this then, because this was pretty good, I think. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right, bring it in, Soren.
Okay. I feel like I have to do it on beat or something like that now. Previously,
we'll just all dance in the background for you, like we did for Rascals.
Previously on the Chronicles of Patria, the party now on the rails heading to Flintgate by train are still separated, Soren up in the aristocratic cars while he navigates slightly successfully, only to have his spell fail, to which Ava Anator saw through his lies, but still played along, or at least tolerated his companionship for the duration. While the rest of the party were in car 17, Kuno trying to get up to Soren to check up on him before being rebuffed. Aqua notices the crack in her egg, which worries her. Determined to keep this egg alive, she begins knitting a scarf for it. Later that evening, when everyone had gone to bed, Amon begins to feed on Niall's dream, determined to figure out a way to end this contract that was on his head. After a few moments of feeding, Amon is sucked into Niall's chest and appears in his dreams to talk with the shadow that Niall has pledged their soul to, trying to work out a deal with them that he is worth more alive to the entity than dead. They eventually come to an agreement after Amon gains some insight from the entity, as well as knowing what he has to do in order to remove that mark. His wife must die. After some discussion between Moss, Niall, and Amon about what needs to be done and who's Amon's wife, as well as what this impending war might be, the group bed down for the evening. A few nights later, there was a full moon causing everyone to be a bit lethargic, and the next day, Niall, Soren, and Aqua don't wake up, as well as several others on the train. They didn't wake up until the next night. Soren by himself eventually noticed that Ava, the woman he had been staying with, dead, her throat slit. He quickly got some guards and was questioned by a cleric of Lothar, and they found out she was killed by his own blade. He was told he had to be in court in the coming days. Once the group arrived in the massive city of Flintgate, they regrouped only to split down the middle, one group going to sell jewels and the other looking for a place to stay, or rather business and leisure, but if you ask Aqua, it is for excitement. Of the leisure crew, Amon flirts with a wizard, and then they learn what each D&D class, that literally happens for 20 minutes of talking about what D&D. God damn it. Literally for so long, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
It was great. It was in character. It was
It was like, "What are you? Are you a wizard?" It was like, "I don't know." Just going through everything.
You and Kuno are wizards, right?
While the other group searches for a jeweler's, eventually finding a nameless store only marked with a sign. They get their gems of praise sold by Peter, a man who is among an order of shifters, giving him a letter from Esther. Big rip. Meanwhile, Kuno goes Yeah, Kuno goes up to his room and is visited by his friend Aelwyn, who they talked with for some time, walking through the streets, eventually stopping at a mural of a person who looks like their mother and who is with a child. Before Kuno can react, Aelwyn pushes Kuno into that exact mural. Soren, coming up to the inn, walks up to the room to a locked door and busts it down to find an empty room, a small pool of blood, and an open window, which he follows the trail of blood out the window until he himself stumbles onto said mural, but this time with Kuno in the mural as well. And that's where we left off.
That is where we left off.
I
Absolutely.
might have missed a little bit, my tiny minute details, but
no, but that was
pretty
really good recap.
Yeah. What I did forget to miss in our little pre-show announcements, Niall, played by Club, will likely not be here this session and next session. They got some personal stuff going on, but they will be joining us. So in the meantime, they'll just be DM controlled should there have any important scenes, but we'll take that time to focus on some of our other players. And Amon should be joining us tonight, but may not be able to. So we will stay tuned for that. So in the meantime, it's just the three of us. We have Moss, Aqua, and Soren as we jump back into tonight's session of Chronicles of Patria. We are going to move exactly where we left off in the alleyway that led into what looks to be a marketplace. Could be described as a marketplace. It's the dead of night. There are a few people still. Flintgate is so large that there is a healthy enough nightlife that most of the markets have some semblance of 24-hour service, or they have different vendors that come out after dark. And Soren, you are looking at this wall, this beautiful mural. As described, it is not moving the way it was for Kuno in that little vision that he had. It is a flat painting on a brick wall, and it looks like your mother, some unknown person you imagine being your step brother or brother-in-law or whatever it would be, and Kuno holding his other hand. This would be your half brother.
Yeah, it would be my half brother. But okay, can I? Who is there? Is there? No one's around, right?
Nobody is around. At least within like a 20-foot radius. You are still in fact, I can move you over. You are still in a marketplace of sorts.
Oh, sweet. This is where the mural is?
Yeah, along this wall here.
Oh, that wall here?
Yeah, so it's along this wall here.
Let's look at my fucking...
Actually, can show our... going on here.
Can I, like, go up to the mural and see if...
That makes sense.
Like, what the... Can I like touch it, like a part of it, and like not anyone but a part of it? It just feels dry, right?
Yeah, the paint is dry, including you touch Kuno's knee, which is closer to you. The mural itself is 35 feet tall. It's like, oh, it's huge. It's blown up version of what you know your brother to look like. The paint is dry.
And this is where the blood ends. The
Correct.
trail of blood I've been following.
Yes.
Can I cast detect magic
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I might take the time to do it as a ritual.
Okay.
And I want to use for the ritual. Never mind. I'm trying to think because there's magic in our blood.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able, like, because it's not much. Never mind. I wouldn't be able to pick up anything. Can I? Yeah, because also I don't have my fucking dagger either. Very particular about that. I'll just cast a regular, but doing it in ritual.
Okay, you're gonna do a ritual cast. Absolutely. Yeah, it's easy enough to do.
Mm-hmm.
You take the time to do so. And the painting itself is not magic. What's the radius of detect magic? 30 feet?
Yeah.
Looking around, kind of just, again, making sure you're not being observed as you take 10 minutes to cast a ritual. You don't see anyone. But once it's cast, you do look around. There are flecks of magic belonging to... because you know the school, I believe. Enchantment. Flecked in the bloody handprints that led you here.
A bloody handprint?
If you remember when you were following to find where Kuno went, there was blood at the bottom of the window where he must have jumped out of, and then you're smart enough and you're practiced enough with medicine that he must have been dragging himself and had blood on his hands, and he was dragging himself to...
Oh, so it was like a path, like...
Yes, yeah. It was like a snail trail of blood.
Oh, God. Now that I have that more vivid image, it makes it a lot worse. But yeah. And there's nothing coming from the mural.
No, the mural is fine. You do notice one tiny fleck, and you look closer, and it's kind of hard because you're in detect magic mode, so you kind of have to unfocus your eyes, and you see that there's blood there. This is likely where Kuno touched. So it's just the remnant of his own blood.
What the hell? There's no like no other blood outside of where I followed, basically.
Correct, yeah. Just what you see.
I think Soren would like, and then yeah, and it just stops. Everything just stops, and then it looks. Is there a does it look like there's a struggle, or does it keep going? Like the track just goes.
It just goes up to where that little fleck is, and that's it.
Does it look like it's like kind of like goes like it would go through? Can I make an intelligence check to see like?
Make an investigation check, yeah.
Yeah. 19.
It looks like the hand touched the mural, and that's it. You really don't glean any information on if it passed through or if this is an illusory wall. You don't sense any illusion magic on the wall.
Yeah, because I was just more like asking what the track up to it looks like, and if it stops like before or it goes into it, like because me knowing, but Soren not gonna put the pieces together right away.
No, from your perspective, Soren crawled bloodily to this, touched a wall, and disappeared.
No.
Okay. And you said it was enchantment magic, like flecks of enchantment magic?
Correct.
Okay. And which way did I come from? This way?
You came from this way.
Okay. How long did I walk?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Jeez, that dude dragged himself. He dragged himself. Damn.
Make a perception check.
Well,
12. You hear whispering.
I know what direction.
It's coming. It sounds at first like it's coming from the wall, but there is like an alleyway that goes around, so it might just be in that alleyway. But you hear like a. It's not in any intelligible language. It seems to just be a rhythmic, repeating, whispering sound.
I think Soren would like press his ear to the mural, but then walk this way, like towards, like closer to that way, where it like kind of getting, like if it's getting stronger and stronger, like okay, boop 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 boop.
Easy.
Does it still keep getting louder as I get to this?
Yeah, it does seem to be coming down there, and you see a figure facing away from you. Very, very, very pale skin, bald head. You're just seeing like their pointed elven ears from behind, like almost like chalk white skin. And they're just standing over what looks like a body. A small form.
Chalk white skin, bald head. Like can I make out details?
Make a stealth check first of all.
Yeah. 13.
13. They're gonna. What's their passive perception?
Probably a little bit higher than 13.
Nope.
Just assuming.
It is not. You're undetected, at least for now. They are wearing black, like roughly carved armor. If that makes sense. So it's like high collared, looks almost like a choker, but it leads into the rest of like this upper leather plate. And it's this creature's holding two daggers with their thumbs on the blade, and looking closely you can see that there is their own blood running down the length of the blade as they are whispering something over.
And they're over a smaller figure.
Yeah. Too small for Kuno.
Does it look like a small enough, like bigger than a child?
It looks to be humanoid. Larger than a child. Maybe a halfling or a dwarf or a gnome or...
I think Soren's gonna wait a little bit and watch what he does.
Okay. You stand for a moment, just kind of observing, and it sounds like some sort of prayer, just by the droning on, and it goes on for a few minutes, and you are staying as quiet as possible to make sure that it doesn't see you. Yeah, it seems to be performing some sort of prayer ritual. The body is unmoving. There isn't a pool of blood, so you don't know if it's dead or not. At one point, it crosses its arms over its chest, so you can kind of see the blades come up over like its shoulder blades.
Mm-hmm.
Disappears.
They're just gone. I think Soren, when it disappears, I think Soren will stumble forward a little bit. And is the body still there?
It is. As you take a step forward,
God, I might get just framed for 2 murders in a row.
You feel a blade push into your back. Silently. Like into your flesh. You take real bad roll. You take 7 piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god. 23.
You're
no, 22.
That's a hard success. As the creature reappears behind you, stabbing you with one of its blades, it is gonna pull the blade out sideways, cutting through your flesh. Not dealing any more damage because it rolled real shit damage. There must be no witnesses. And I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck me. No! It went flying. Got it though. Okay, that's okay. 16.
He got a 22. 16 total or 16 on the dice?
16 total.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm doing good, guys.
Okay.
Don't worry, you might lose both of us in one night.
So you took 7 points of damage, I believe, from that last one. Okay. The creature is going to take 2 more attacks at you with its daggers.
God, gotta figure something out.
I'm gonna need my dice tray here. That first one is a 10. I don't think that hits.
Nope.
And that second one is a dirty 18 for a total of 24.
That hits.
There's the damage, doing 13 piercing damage on that one.
All right.
It is then going to...
All right, I'm at half health, guys.
and it's going to move, and it's going to reappear here.
A little bit over, but did 20 damage to me.
You look over to where the creature ran, and the market has mostly emptied in the few minutes it has been since you've done your ritual, you've observed this figure. The marketplace has mostly emptied. You see a figure kind of rushing out of a market, out of one of the stalls over here, and just kind of makes its way, unfortunately, in the direction of this figure, and the figure kind of like stumbles in, the assassin figure that just kind of hit you, and stumbles into this, looks to be a gnome or maybe just like a half elf. It's hard to tell. They're quite short, and kind of runs into them. Kim, if you would like to describe your character, please.
Yeah. So I'm a half elf gnome person. Clothed in very loose fitting, kind of baggy clothing with a large belt around my hips of tools and other such things. On one arm, I have the a golden glove, kind of built of wires, and on my hip, I have a golden hammer. And on my shoulder is a strange little golden ball with wings and a face. Just chilling.
just a tiny little ball.
Wait, what weapon do you have?
I have a like it's not so much a weapon, more so just like a golden like a hammer, like a crafter's hammer.
Okay.
You Kim, your little character sees this figure kind of you see, because you're already making your way in this direction, so you saw this creature disappear and then reappear in your direction and just kind of like try to bulldoze through you. Basically, you see the blood on their daggers and they are just moving away. You're not in initiative yet, and it doesn't outwardly attack you, but that's kind of what you see here. I'll give you an opportunity to do something before we go to Soren in initiative.
Yes, I would like to cast. It's in melee with me, correct?
Yes, at this point it is.
Okay, I would like to cast Hideous Laughter on the creature. So please make a Wisdom saving throw.
Do you say or do anything while this happens?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what does it look like?
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of open my left hand and kind of just kind of flip through it a little bit with my fingers. Like a little light kind of shines out of my left palm. And then kind of think about it, and lightning energy comes out of my left palm as I turn it to
all right.
face the
And
creature.
what saving throw was that, sorry?
Wisdom, please.
Wisdom. That's a hot 10.
All right, so please fall prone and become incapacitated, unable to stand up.
All right. Rather than laughter, the creature just looks shocked as you pull out this arcane arm that you're using, and you just kind of throw this energy at them, and they fall prone, which is gonna suck for them, and incapacitated.
Yeah.
Good lord. And then if you could please roll initiative for me. You can tell me the total. What's your total number? 6?
6.
Oof. All right, that's actually good because this creature's already gone, so you will go before they go. That kind of works out. All right, ending your turn. Soren, you're up.
Man, I have fucking no range because don't have my fucking
taser.
All right, how far are they?
Not very far.
I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna fucking smack him in the face.
Oh no! It's gonna smack.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack them in the face. My hand glows like a black, and I'm gonna just not smack but more punch them in the back of the head, since they're probably facing towards
yes, towards
Kim's character.
Kim,
Unknown entity.
Unknown NPC here.
Yeah, more of probably return the favor, because I feel like the magical power can probably let me slice into them in their back, since they slice into mine. So I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds at a 2nd level.
Okay.
That is a it's 17.
17, and you have advantage because they're prone and it's technically melee, even though you're just poking them. So go ahead, roll again.
Okay, well that was not good. So
okay, 17 does hit.
Okay, and that's 4d10.
Oh, 10. Oh my god. So much damage already.
Fuck. That's 31 damage.
Oh my god.
God.
What type of damage is it?
Necrotic.
Necrotic. So they will take half to 15. That's still not nothing though. As what does it look like as you just kind of reach down and smack a bitch? Basically, is what you're doing. It's not pretty.
Yeah. And I smack her, and then let me look. Wait. And then as a bonus action, never mind. I don't need any spells because it only goes up to 1. I'm gonna end my turn there.
All right. Let's see.
The creature does get to make a wisdom saving throw at advantage because they took damage.
Because they took damage. Okay. And what's the DC?
17.
17. They have a plus
Wizzy.
1. 15 plus 1 isn't enough.
Woohoo.
Okay, they are still incapacitated. All right. Nico, you are up.
All right. Well, this looks absolutely great. I'm going to, because they're incapacitated, move my little leggies as far as I can go. To the.
Which is not that far.
No, it's really not that far. I would like to move northeast. Yes. Right. Move myself. I'm sorry. I
You
don't...
might be in ruler mode. Make sure you have
No, yes,
selected
that I can
this.
see, but
Yes, you can move yourself. Okay. And while you're doing this, I'm going to throw your art up on the screen. Take a look at absolutely another beautiful piece by Uzi. Thank you so much. Looking dope as hell.
Well, that is dope.
I'm gonna start running and then
Can you put that on Discord?
Yeah.
Thank you.
and then turn and shoot a firebolt of golden magic out of my hand.
All right, yeah. Ranged attacks, so you have disadvantage because he's prone?
Yes, I do. Oh, yucky. 14?
14 is not going to do it, unfortunately.
It's all good. Right. This looks lovely. And I'm running.
Okay. Do they make a save at the end of their turn?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So they are prone and incapacitated. Great so far. At the end of each of its turn, and each time it takes damage. Okay, perfect. Okay, it is going to make another save. That is a natural 18, so it does save. It is still prone, but is no longer incapacitated, which is great. Oh, wait. No, never mind. We're good. We're good. Okay, Soren, you're up again. Creature kind of like, you see him like relax on the ground. Whatever magical condition is no longer as potent. But it is your go.
Can I? What do I have? Are there? Can I? I'm fucking trying to figure something. Yeah. Can I take? Can I try to tie them up?
Yeah, you want to try tie him up. I will say, since it is combat mechanically, you will need to grapple them. And then I will allow you to make an additional strength check to see how strong your tie up is. You still have advantage because they're prone, so go ahead and let's see what you got. Let's go to tie him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna grapple the good guy and this person and tie him up.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got an 8. Well, wait, would it be a plus? Would it be a hit and then grapple or no?
No, we'll just do grapple, so strength or athletics. They are going to do a check as well.
Or athletics or acrobatics?
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Okay, then for me, it'd be 9.
They got a 12.
Ah, dang, it's winnable. That was winnable.
It was so winnable. They did not roll great. So you try and give him a big old bear hug on the ground, and he manages to roll out of the way. So that's your action.
Yeah. I'm going to... Yeah, that's literally all I can do. Bonus action, do I have any spells or bonus action? No, not that I'm going to cast because I don't have my dagger. Wait, question.
Yes.
They have daggers.
They do have daggers.
Does one of them look like mine?
I'll give you a perception check as a bonus action, sure.
17.
It is not your dagger, but it is of a similar craft.
I think as he's trying to grapple him, he's like probably down like to grapple him, but he like can't get the person like in enough like bind. He's like, yeah. But I'll save what I'm gonna say for my next turn. Okay.
Kim, your character's up next.
Okay. And they have not stood up yet?
They have not stood up. They're still prone.
Well,
They've not had a
that's
turn to stand up.
rude. I want to cast... I'm going to hold the palm of my hand out again. Kind of start to draw some arcane sigils in the air. And I'm going to cast Mind Spike.
Okay.
At this person.
Yeah, absolutely.
So please make, again, a wisdom saving throw.
All wise. All these wise spells. He's not wise. He's just some guy. That is a natural 17 plus 1, though.
Rude. So you succeed. So you take 7 halved to 3.
Okay.
Psychic damage.
Psychic damage. Okay. Awesome. You kind of see it like, as it's now on its chest because it's rolled out of the way of Soren's tackle. Doesn't seem to have quite the effect you were looking for, though.
Rude.
Do you want to move at all anymore?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep hustling down the alleyway a little bit.
I will say, as
out.
you were running, you did witness the way that this other stranger damaged this asshole that kind of ran into you. The source of magic was curious.
Notable. Okay. I'll stay where I am then.
All right. It is the assassin's turn. He's going to use half his movement to stand up and no longer be prone. And he is going to take 2 daggered strikes at you, staring directly into your eyes, not making a sound. Again, just this silent assassin as they slash into you. First one is a dirty 20. Second one is a 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
My AC is 13, so.
Oh no. I will need you to make 2 more con saves, please. As he dishes out this damage.
16 and 7.
Roll a d6, please.
2.
Okay. You take 16 damage from the slashes, and on the second one, you feel a pulse as it kind of cuts along your forearm. The skin and veins and musculature below immediately blacken and kind of melt away almost like dust, and you're looking at like your exposed forearm like all the way to the bone. You take an additional...
That's not the first time I've seen my bone in my forearm.
That's true. Oh, that's not great. You do take an additional 11 points of damage.
Okay, what is that total?
First one was 16, so that's 27.
I'm down.
You're unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay. Soren falls unconscious with the second strikes. And then the creature teleports to you. And that ends its turn.
All right. Well,
Soren. Wait. Why did it mark you dead? You're not dead. Soren's dead.
Privately, right? I gotta roll privately,
Yes,
so only
please.
you can.
Roll so I can see what your first death save is.
Okay.
Since
Wait, how do I do
Andrew
this?
thinks you're fucking dead.
I wrote GM roll, blind GM roll.
Yes, blind GM roll.
Okay.
Okay. God damn it. You fall to the ground and you're laying prone with 1 HP. You rolled a fucking natural 20, you asshole.
Wait, that's the beginning of my turn.
You asshole, so it's now your turn, you motherfucker. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna get up.
It still thinks you're dead. I don't know how to make it so. I don't know why it thinks you're dead. It's pretty rude.
All right. I think. God, and I can't even.
You are prone.
I don't have any fucking range though. Oh man.
I can't believe you rolling that 20. God damn.
All right, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level on myself.
Okay.
I don't know why I rolled a d20. Fuck. That's fucking max. So I'm at 1. So I'm at 14.
14 total. Is
14
your
plus 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 1 is 14. Yeah.
14 total. Okay. All right. You're up again. You're not terrible.
Yeah. I get up and I fucking schmoove.
You schmoove. Okay. You got 15 feet of movement. You head towards the creature.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull. Shit. I already cast a spell. Damn it. Yeah. I'm gonna move 15 feet. I'm like limping. Like I'm not fucking dead yet.
All right. Kim, it is your go. You watch this creature fall unconscious and then open their eyes and stand up and walk towards you. They kind of like, what does it look like when you cast Cure Wounds on yourself, Soren?
Like I'm probably doing it, getting up as I'm walking. It's like I probably do it on my arm and like the wound closes, like red stitches come out, like pulled together his skin, like binds it together and just like kind of yeah, like, and like a scar is there, but it's like still glowing kind of like as he comes, and like the bandages are all falling away and you see all these like markings, these like scars that have like a singe of red on them and like intricate designs all along his arm as he's walking towards this creature.
All right. Is your go, Kim?
Okay, I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on this creature again, so please. Again. I'm gonna, because it's right in front of me using my glove, I'm gonna like have like a little bit of an image of my critter on my shoulder, just doing a little dance, just to try and make them laugh.
And it is a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes, please.
DC 17?
Correct.
That is a 12. So they look at the creature and they just kind of and like their eyes flutter back and they once again fall prone and incapacitated.
And my little butt is just gonna scoodle again away. This is frightening. What is happening?
Scoodle away. All right. Now, okay. Ending your turn. It is now their turn, so they will make that save. And they don't make it an advantage unless they take damage, correct?
Yes.
And it's at the end of their turn.
Correct.
That is a 5.
Yeah.
Soren, you're up.
Soren's going to try this again, probably futilely, but he's gonna like try to grapple them again. No, he's pissed now. Kind of think, what would he do?
Pissed. He's real angry.
All right, I need this creature to make a con save.
Okay. What are you doing? What are you casting?
I'll tell you in a second.
Con save. Ooh. That is a 15.
Fuck.
14 plus 1. They don't have a good con mod.
That's fair. That passes. Man.
What were you trying to do? I'm curious.
I was trying to cast Bloodburn on it.
Ooh. And that's a
yeah,
fail or nothing, right?
No, it's they take half.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it anyway, because alright, so I'm gonna cast Bloodburn on this thing, and like Soren pulls out like one of his like as he's walking, like pulls out one of his like surgical like knives, or like a different knife that he has. Ooh. And just stabs himself in the hand, and he stabs himself in the hand as he like is chanting, and like anger in his eyes as he casts Bloodburn. Now I'm gonna sacrifice literally all my hit points except for 1.
Oh my god. So 13 hit points. So it's 2d6 plus 13 halved.
Yeah.
You're going nuclear, man.
That is a 6 and a 4, so 23 halved. I know it's already halved. Well, I wouldn't know that at the time.
And it's necrotic damage?
No, it's fire damage.
Fire damage. Okay, takes the full amount. You see, as you kind of like push the palm of your hand in their direction, the blood trickling out of your hand kind of like turns into like almost like vines of blood viscous material, and as it touches the flesh of this creature, there's a tss before like the light bubbling of melting flesh. Does a fair amount of damage. Does that end your turn? Oh, and it gets a wisdom save at advantage for taking damage.
Yeah.
That is an 11.
Still incapacitated.
Nico, you're up. Or Kim, sorry.
Lamea. Okay. I will take the firebolt shot at disadvantage again.
Okay.
15?
15 just hits.
Yo. Nope, that's not the right damage die. 11. Fire damage.
The hissing sound of the fire that is burning this creature's flesh gets aggravated quite a lot by a firebolt directly to its forearm that's on the side that you are, Soren, and you see it kind of wince in pain, not really able to react. But that is a dirty 20 on its wisdom save. So
okay, it succeeds.
Okay, ending your turn, Nico, or do you want to move a little bit?
Yes, I'm gonna move south and hide behind the fountain.
Okay.
So, would I have rolled to save for an injury shit?
Yes, you would have.
Can I do that now or do it later?
Go ahead and do that now, because that was a total of...
What it was, you said 11 and...
It was 11...
And 16. So the 16
but it was only the second attack that knocked you unconscious, so it would have been 11 plus 7, so 18. So your DC is still 10. Con save.
Okay.
Because it was the second attack that would have knocked you unconscious.
18 con save. Okay, I beat it.
Okay. No injuries. Perfect.
I beat the allegations of murder.
I hate that. Ending Kim's turn. The creature is going to stand up.
Yeah, Soren's just fucking barely hanging on to his, like, blood everywhere. Just.
Yeah.
Oh.
What does he want to do?
I won't get lucky twice like I did last time. But this was
just the jump.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
actually, that's enough.
Nope.
Yeah. Soren, the creature.
Damn.
And reappears in front of you. And throws a dagger at you, Kim. And you see and you hear the clinking of a chain as it is attached to a chain that runs up the length of this creature's arms. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
I think that'll hit. You will need to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
14.
14 is not enough. Roll a d6, please.
2.
You as well. Okay. You take 8 points of piercing damage from the dagger embedding itself kind of in your left shoulder, right below your little friend, and your friend has to kind of scurry out of the way as it goes into your chest. And then you feel the flesh loosen as it kind of crumbles away like ash, exposing. You can see like the outer breastbone and like your heart pumping below. You can see your heart, and it is extremely painful. You take an additional 8 points of necrotic damage.
That's horrendous.
And he threw it, so he only gets 1. Okay. Soren, you're up.
Alright, Soren's gonna run to this asshole. Or drag fucking limp.
Limp to this asshole.
He's gonna be like, I'm not done with you. And then just like I'm gonna cast another inflict wounds on him.
Alright.
What? That hits 15 plus 7, so 22.
15 plus 7 definitely hits.
Alright, get those D10s out. God dang. That is, I know it's necrotic, so it's, I got a roll of 10 and 2 8s.
26 out of 13.
Yeah.
This creature is not looking good. Even with the necrotic damage seemingly not doing as much, from the back, you kind of like wrench down on its leather armor and just press your hand against its neck from behind, and you feel the flesh kind of start to decay and flake off. It is affecting it. It is just not as effective. This creature is not looking good.
Yeah, I'm not equipped to handle something and something. Oh wait, did I say I cast Bloodburn at 2nd level?
You didn't specify.
Okay. Then okay. Then I would have cast it at 1st level, and then this one I would have cast at 2nd level. So can I roll another D10?
Yeah, because you didn't specify Bloodburn, so.
Okay, that's another 10.
Jesus,
so 5 more
another
damage.
5 damage. Still hanging on. Not looking too good. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that does.
All right. Nico, this creature is still looking at you, seemingly not reaction to the cold grip that this other drow creature seems to now hold in his neck. Still looking at you.
Right. And to clarify, is not embedded in my shoulder anymore, right?
No,
Hook?
it pulled it back.
Okay. Great. Lovely. Gonna run away. 10 feet. It doesn't want me to move with a wall. How rude. And then I'm just going to like dance around the fountain a little bit. And then I want to draw the same arcane sigils in the air and like Iron Man shoot another firebolt at them.
Go ahead and Iron Man another firebolt.
Oh, I yeeted my dice. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
So 12 fire damage. Please die, please die,
12
please die.
Fire damage. Still holding on.
God damn it.
Just fucking barely. Yeah, you watch as the fire kind of leaks into its armor, and you can feel it and hear it crackling still under its armor. Very likely this assassin's flesh is now burning, but straight edge just looking at you.
That.
All right. It is now their turn. It is going to turn to you, Soren, and make one attack.
I think Soren meets him with a smile.
3 + 6 for a 9 does not hit.
Nope.
And what it does actually is because it's now holding the chain that's attached to his dagger after attacking Kim's character, it actually swings behind it. And as it does, it doesn't even wait to see if it connects. The creature's head keeps spinning to lock eyes with Kim again and is going to teleport to Kim. As it's making its first attack on you, doesn't even notice it misses, and makes its second attack on Kim's character. That is an 11 plus things.
No!
That will hit. Please give me another Constitution saving throw.
This is great. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Yo, what if I kill your character before they even learn your name?
Really funny.
It would be silly.
10.
It'd be some silly ass shit.
What'd you get?
Maybe 10.
Give me a d6, please. Do not roll a 1 or a 2, please.
When?
That's a 1. Because 1 and 2 is extra damage. The other ones do stuff.
Oh no!
So the base damage you take is 14.
Dead.
I think that knocks you
Or
unconscious.
unconscious.
Which means the extra damage doesn't matter because it couldn't be enough to full kill you. Thankfully.
Just gonna have a little nap on the
Just
ground
go
for a
to
moment.
nap. Yo, but what if I hit with both? That would have been wild. You guys would have been abducted. Soren, you're up. You see the person who's been helping you in this fight fall unconscious.
All right, Soren's going to. No, I'm not gonna fuck around.
You gonna tickle him?
Oh, I'm just gonna does he look fucked up?
Yeah, if he couldn't teleport, you don't know if he could have made the trip over to this person.
All right. I think Soren is going to come behind him and stab his blade into his neck.
Okay.
Instead of using inflict wounds.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's a 13 plus 4.
That hits.
17.
Don't even have to roll damage. How do you want to do this?
Soren just stabs it in the neck, but and just leaves it there, and like pulls the person back, so he doesn't fall forward onto the person who basically he recognizes that he would not have been able to survive this without the other person.
I feel so bad for Kim. That firebolt did 12 damage. It had 13 HP left.
No.
I'm not even kidding. It had 1 health. It was dead. It was so dead.
No.
So you stab into this creature's throat, and as you kind of like pull on its armor to make sure it falls towards you, it fades into smoke and disappears, leaving no armor, no weaponry, just the blood that was already being spilt. That's your action and most of your movement.
Mm-hmm.
Nico.
Yeah, well,
Please make a death saving throw. And we do this a little bit differently. We haven't gone through all the homebrew. You're not going to roll a physical dice. On Foundry, you are going to give me a blind DM roll, which is the little ghost icon, the one to the left of it, the guy with the blindfold. And then you can click the D20 and click roll. You're just going to roll a flat D20. It's not going to matter. I'm sure you'll be fine. You can't nat 1 kill yourself, so. Okay. Soren, you're up.
I'm gonna cast my last spell.
My last spell.
And it's gonna be Cure Wounds.
All right.
Oh wait, did I? Never mind, it doesn't matter anymore. Cause I'm pretty. Yeah, never mind. Alright.
But wait.
6 plus 5. You heal 11.
Heal 11.
That's so much life.
That's so much life.
And he's going to lift this person up on his shoulder and just start walking them out of this alleyway together. Because he's like, I don't want them to get caught with what this.
If you come to consciousness as you're like hoisted into the air, I'm gonna make just a general luck roll. Nope. Your little critter falls off your shoulder and is holding on to like your robes, like as this guy is carrying you. And we are out of combat.
Hey, wait. What? All right, you could just put me down. I can just walk. It's good. What are you doing?
I wasn't sure you'd be back to consciousness.
I
All right.
appreciate that.
All right. And then he puts this person down.
Is it dead?
Yeah. It disappeared. I assume
safe?
so. There
aren't any more. Have you looked around? Have you what if there's something hiding in the shadows? Something else hiding in the shadows?
Then I feel we would probably be dead if there was another one by now.
Can I take a look around anyways?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Thor just accepts the fate and like we would both be dead knowing that if there was another one it would have came out by now probably.
Hot 4 Persopadu.
4 Persopadu.
And I
Coast is
look
clear.
around as well.
It looks real safe now that there's no other people.
Since she mentioned it.
Yeah, go ahead. You can make it.
Okay, well that is a 5 plus 4. So 9.
Yeah, it looks real
Blood's
safe.
in my blood's dripping down. I can't see shit anyway.
We're
fine.
It looks fine. It's great.
Probably fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Well, thank you, I think. That was a much more interesting trip to the shops than I bargained for. Ow.
Just ow.
Yeah.
What? Do you know what that creature was? I'm unfamiliar.
I don't know, right? Like it was
Didn't
elvish in
recognize
nature.
any like emblem on it. The only thing that you recognized was the fact that the daggers were of similar make to the one that has been stolen from you.
I think it was I don't know. I'm like he's gonna keep that tidbit about the daggers to himself. Even though literally he is like
On death's door.
On death's door and cast blood magic in front of this unknown person as well and stab himself and yeah, but he's like they were elvish in nature, but I don't know who they work for or what they were doing.
Okay.
And then Soren like thinks for a moment and is like, let's move. And he's gonna go to that alley. There was a body left there, right?
There is a body left there, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn, like suddenly like just stop and then turn, and like start walking towards the alley. I have to go around. I can't go. Then I gotta go.
There's a wall there.
I know these walls.
So many
These damn walls.
Trapped
in the
these
goddamn.
walls. Kim, what does your character do? Is you put back on your feet? I imagine you put your little friend back on your shoulders so they're nice and
Yep.
safe.
I'm gonna pat his just make some little like ding 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 pat in his head.
Little sparks come out every time you hit it. He seems to like it.
This is fine. It's fine. It's like, you all right? You doing okay? Did you get hurt?
Me? Are you talking to me or are you talking to the thing?
Not you. Not you. You're
As you
clearly
go
dying.
to look to see if she's talking to you, you see this creature just go, ah! And like sparks shooting out of its head.
All right. Well, everyone's accounted for at least. I want to follow and see what was in this alley because I just ran into this random dude who stabbed me.
Yeah. This complete stranger did save you? Or you guys saved each other? Which is good.
Sus.
This weird assassin man. The body was being covered by this figure, so you didn't get a good look at it. Now that there's nothing in your way, this is a unconscious or dead. You can't tell because there's no blood pooling anywhere. Dwarven woman.
I have something I can find out if it's dead or not. Let's check its pulse.
Sponsored by
AARP. Just kidding. I guess I have to roll a medicine check or something like that.
Yeah, if you're just trying to check its pulse, give me a medicine check.
12.
12. The creature is breathing. Their breath is labored, but they're breathing.
Then they don't have any wounds on them after I checked their pulse. Like, there's no sign of any, like...
Giving them like a classic first aid pat down, top to bottom. No blood. No, it seems no wounds that you can see. No weird symbols. No, it looks good. Just taking a nap, you know.
Having a wee snooze there, are we?
I think Soren would try to shake them awake, like to see if they can get up on their own.
Sure, yeah. You kind of like
And back up quickly because that's the last thing they want to see. It's just this bloodied man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Creature does not wake up.
What do they look like? Like,
they're a middle-aged dwarven woman. Small but hefty, like filled out and like big bulging muscles on their arms, like some sort of crafter. Maybe one of the shop owners or patrons here.
Is this a person I recognize?
Make a history check. You go to a lot of markets for all the weird little knickknacks that you need for your experiments.
19.
19. Familiar in passing. Not a shop owner, but comes here often enough that you bump into them almost every time you go to this specific market, which, to be fair, this market is very outside of where you live. Mm-hmm. There is a specific shop here that has one of your guilty pleasures, so you have to make the journey out here, whether it's a sweet or some sort of pastry. But you make your way out here usually when you've grown frustrated from your research and you need a night out. This is probably the latest you've gone, and maybe that will be the limit now after this encounter. But yeah, you recognize them as someone who is in this area often.
Yeah, but I don't know what they do or who they are or anything.
No.
Well, they're from here. We should, make sure they don't die. Can you, stop them from bleeding out to death? It's not really my specialty.
They aren't bleeding and they are alive. Though there's a breathing is labored.
Okay. Do we know why that creature was attacking them? They had some curious magic.
It was interesting. Why are you here?
Yeah, I live here. Well, there's a lovely bakery that makes great Danishes down the street. You should try it out. However, I live here. You're clearly not from around here, or I think I would have heard of you. Nice to meet you. My name's Nico. Who are you?
Soren.
Right. What brings you to this end of town?
This end specifically, I was looking for my brother, but I seem to have misplaced him. Or I lost him, I should say. I had his trail, and then I found this guy. And there I am.
Well, then perhaps we should follow the trail. Where is it? I can help you pick it back up again.
It was a dead end.
A dead end?
Mm-hmm. Is that... Soren, thinking is gonna push past Nico, and... Is the mural still there?
Yeah, Mural's still there. Mural is just be chilling.
What should we do with this dwarven woman? Leave her? Because we are both in not the most innocent looking of positions, I should say.
Yes. Definitely need to get the blood out of clothes. If you don't think they're dying, she looks okay. We're probably fine.
Just leave her here.
Her breathing was labored, but she wasn't struggling, like the signs of
heavy breath. Yeah.
Okay.
She's probably fine.
I don't trust you.
What?
I don't trust. She's probably fine.
What the hell?
My real question is, why was she attacked by this strange random creature? And then why, in turn, were you attacked? What is it doing here?
It said no witnesses for me. I don't know why it was attacking that person.
But it very clearly... Sorry.
They were praying over its body.
What kind of praying?
I couldn't make it out audibly, but...
All right. Well, does she... If we give her, just before we walk away from this clearly almost dead person, if we give her a once-over, does she have any cultist symbols, or
Sure.
that kind of stuff? Anything that tells us who she is or what she's doing in here.
Give Nico advantage on this, sure.
Yeah, I'll give Nico advantage.
2 with the same roll. 17.
17. No weird symbols. You do see there is in her pocket there is a note. It's not signed, but it says something along the lines of hey, I know it's not meant to be, but I just want to talk. Meet me, and then describing this alleyway.
Oh. So she was lured here. At least that's what it seems.
That's what it seems.
And it's not signed or anything?
Nope. No emblem, no signature, no wax seal. Just a scrap of paper.
That's rude. I guess the only way we'd find out the answer is if we ask her, but then she's probably going to think we stabbed her. What are your thoughts?
Well, we should probably leave soon. Maybe take her, but I don't have anywhere to put her. We can't just be carrying an unconscious person around the city.
Well, you just tell people that they were injured and you're trying to help them. I think. Isn't that how it goes?
I think.
Yeah, but when you have one person who is as bloody as I am, and you who has messed up as well, it raises some questions.
Wouldn't be strong enough. Fortunately, I can't really carry them either. This is, you said this is a dwarf, right? A hefty dwarf?
Yes, yeah.
No. I don't have any magics that would help me carry them, and I'm definitely not strong enough. So I guess we can probably leave them here. They'll come too.
Hopefully.
Alright.
Alright. Where... I assume you're headed back to your home.
No, this has been way too frightening. I think I deserve a drink. You're not from here, right?
No.
Yeah, you're staying in a tavern?
We're staying at the Ivory Tower, right?
Oh God. Yes. No. The ivory elephant or something like that. No.
No, the elephant. There was a silver elephant, and that was from Salt Creek.
That's Salt Creek.
Salt
You're
Creek.
right. You're right. What is it called? I just
Ivory
listened
Tower?
to the episode. It was Ivory something.
I just listened to it.
Yep. So did I. Hold on. I didn't have Flintgate notes open. Nor do I think it's going to be in here. Let's see. Nope. Tyler did not write it down.
Damn.
It is not in my notes. It was
Give
Ivory
Bubbly
something.
a second.
Yeah, give Bubbly a second, and then I will write it down. Thank you, Lore Keeper.
You're welcome.
I feel like I had
Dang it. I only wrote about the rings.
Yeah, it's called Head to the Third Ring Tavern. Travel by trolley. That's what he said.
You didn't even write down the name. That's how
Oh, tavern is
nondescript.
called the Ivory Throne.
Ivory Throne.
Ivory
There it is.
Throne.
You had Ivory. Okay, writing that down.
I'm writing that down too.
Sounds bougie.
It's been
You
2
kept-
weeks.
You kept saying, what was it? You kept saying third ring tavern, third ring tavern. I was like, what the fuck are we gonna know the name? Eventually got the name.
Eventually got the name.
Anyways.
Nico, you've heard of the Ivory Throne. It is the 4-star tourist resort hotel tavern located right off of the travel nexus that leads to all of the main parts of the city that tourism kind of generates in. They are staying at the Fantasyland Hotel.
Oh my god, of course you're not from around. All right, let's go to the Ivory Throne. Let's get a drink.
I didn't pick the place.
Well,
You can-
you know, it's a place. You can
All right.
sleep there.
Reminder, it's a little after 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys begin your walk back. Moss, Amon, and Aqua and Nile. Have you guys gone to bed? Or you guys... I think we roleplayed Aqua being like half asleep at the table when Soren walked in. So are you guys still at the bar? Did you guys go to your rooms?
What about it?
You go first, Moss.
Did we see Soren leave?
No, Soren jumped out the back window.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured.
As far as you know, Soren just went to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I figure moths would just be in their room doing what they'd normally be doing at this time of night.
Okay. And Aqua,
Yeah,
how about
Amon would
yourself?
be right there with.
Colby was saying something.
Oh, sorry.
Amon, sorry.
I was just saying that Amon would be with Moss
Gotcha.
as soon as Moss
Doing
decided to go to bed.
your sleep stuff.
Yep.
Their self-care routines.
Yeah, they're they really care about.
My beauty rest.
We
Alright.
only got 2 rooms, right?
3.
Oh, okay. So me and Niall are sleeping.
Okay. So Soren and Nico, you guys arrive at the Ivory Throne. Still about 25% full. It's only 1 a.m. It's a tourist attraction, so people are up late.
I was walking just disheveled and just
Yeah,
gross.
you guys are fucked up.
Oh, wait. On the walk over, I would have definitely spent some time using prestidigitation to at least clean us up a little bit.
Okay, so the blood is gone. Your heart and upper breastbone is still on display. You can kind of cover that a little bit.
Wait, I would have probably would have cured that would have.
Oh, you cure
closed
wounds.
it.
Yeah, so that's closed.
Yeah.
It's definitely still like raw and pink. it's not done
Yeah.
yet. Yes, you're right. So yeah, you guys put
Yeah, I was
yourself
gonna
back
say, they don't have any
together.
open
You're
wounds.
adventurers. You're used to getting your limbs blown off. It's all good. Everything's fine.
Sure.
That's how this works, right?
Okay, we don't have a collective consciousness between adventurers.
That's what you think.
Or do we?
Or
Or do we?
Oh,
Yeah, you guys step into the ivory throne. You guys can
Soren
see
would
the
have
bar. You guys
cast
can take a
mending on
seat.
his clothes.
Mending.
and
Okay,
stuff.
put yourself back together. Sure.
Yeah.
Easily enough. All right.
And if they had
Guys,
anything
grab a
you-
table, a booth seat
Yep.
near the back, or are you sitting at the bar?
I don't know. Booth seat? But
you have booth energy all
Yeah,
over
you
you,
have
so I'll
big-
just start walking there immediately.
Energy. Okay, I'm here for it. Okay, you guys take a seat. You guys basically have the tavern to yourself. At least in this corner. There's enough people going by, but no one really cares about
everyone
you
else
guys.
went to bed.
Yeah, you don't see any of your friends down here.
I think Soren's still anxious. She's like, God, I went out to find Kuno and I still haven't found him. And I'm just like, just anxious because there was nothing he could do though. But at the same time, it's just like he's just like racking his brain, just like, yeah.
Okay.
So I have a question for you. I see, well, we were almost murdered in an alleyway. You do cast some very curious magics for this kind of town. Where'd you learn that?
I've always kind of inherently known how to do it. But I learned through training.
Training?
Yeah.
I thought all chemomancers were innate casters, so you had someone who can teach you, though.
Well, teach me how, but I was able to do it.
Right. And where'd you learn that? Is it to like a school or?
No.
So then where'd you learn it?
Wouldn't feel like telling you.
The alarm bells.
All right. I'm just curious. There's a lot of different schools of magic here, and that's definitely not one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely not from here.
Where do you think I am from?
Judging from the accent. South, eh? Like far south?
Rob, you would be correct.
All right. So you're up here. You can't find your brother. Are you just with yourself? Just you and your brother? Kicking it? Exploring Flintgate?
Yeah.
Make a deception check, you fucker. Yeah, of course. Duh.
16.
Oof. Give me an insight.
Oh, nope. It's like 9.
He's just here with his brother.
Just here with your brother. No, I get it. Are you here for a particular, like, you here to enjoy the city? You're just here to learn something? Here for a purpose? What brings you to Flintgate?
We are in the midst of heading west.
That
West. What
raises
for?
an eyebrow going west. There's only two things west. The disputed zone, which is hostile territory, or Analthere, and this guy doesn't look like a traitor to you. But, I mean,
Yeah.
he could just be traveling. But west is like, that's curious. No one really goes west of Flintgate.
What are you heading west for?
Looking for someone.
Oh, looking for someone? What kind of someone? I'm looking for someone too. There's always somebody
Nico's
we gotta
definitely
find.
getting the vibe that Soren is just like a master investigator. just a PI. Looking for my brother, and then we're looking for someone.
Looking for
Yeah.
a person?
Yeah.
Any type
Looking-
of person in particular?
Looking for family.
Family.
Someone who has been gone out of both of our lives for quite some time. So we figured now would be a good time as any to rekindle that relationship.
Very beautiful. Rekindling, making connections. I understand. That's all you're here for? Just passing through? You don't just stop in Flintgate for the fun. You know, you're always here for something. There's so much to do here.
Well, it was originally to get gems appraised, but that was just passing through for the most part. We're here for a couple of weeks, not too long. It was more of them paying for that. It's just Kuno's wants to stay and explore. That is the type of person he is.
Gotcha. And now you can't
Hear
find
him
him?
drop his
Do
brother's
just...
name for the first time. Kuno.
Yeah. I assume that doesn't ring any bells. I've never heard of him.
And you live here. What do you do?
Me? Oh, yes, I'm a researcher. Well, essentially.
What?
Right now, I'm actually studying under a lovely professor. Her work is to develop a kind of like a teleportation system that kind of can move people like in bulk around the city. Like, you know, there's the trolleys and all that, and it's just so inefficient. We know we can do it better. So right now I'm working on that and a few other projects at the same time, but that's my big thing for now. Just tinkering with interplanar travel and teleportation and that kind of thing.
Okay.
But, you know, just a lot of research. It's actually quite fun. You should try it.
I've done a decent amount, but more of not as, I guess,
Okay.
big, I should say.
Correct. That's fair. Yeah, mine is definitely like under, like, you know, I'm still learning, but learning magics. Lovely. You folks, you, I guess just you. Perhaps if I could help you find your brother, would you be interested in, I don't know, a little bit of work? Or something? I just have, you know, I have someone I'm looking for too. I could use a hand. We seem quite skilled.
Perhaps. What kind of work? What kind of person?
Well, the aforementioned mentor, she's missing. So I need to find her, because her work can't continue.
And I heard
I'm
you're a
still learning.
private investigator.
You seem like some sort of private investigator, or regardless, you are a skilled warrior, that of which I am clearly not. So you could be quite useful.
Yeah. So
Just, yeah?
you are also looking for your mentor, but
Yes.
when was the last time you saw them?
4 months ago. She's been missing for quite some time. So, you know, she's a quite accomplished and powerful wizard, so it's incredibly concerning that she's gone.
That would be quite concerning.
So I can't find her by myself.
No. Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be asking me.
You are just some random person from an
a
alley.
complete stranger who just happened to be out looking for his brother one night.
Yeah. You know, she's also a very accomplished diviner. She might be able to cast some divination spells to find your brother.
Yeah, if it takes that, then that would be cool. I mean, that would be very welcome. I kind of have an idea, but I am still in disbelief, so...
Kind of idea.
Maybe,
Perhaps I could help. Perhaps she could help.
Well, we have to find her first if she can help.
Yeah, but I am nothing to sneeze at in terms of magics and science and other such things. So, like, maybe I could help too. You'd have me take a look.
I don't trust you enough to let you in.
I didn't leave you for dead in an alley.
I didn't leave you for dead either.
See? Kinship.
Yes, but just because I save your life doesn't mean I have to trust you.
You know,
I
you're
say
useful.
Yeah. All right, and my lack of trust has kept me alive so far. So it is let me wander into an alley and get stabbed in the back, but that's another beside the point.
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop.
It was more my curiosity outweighing my cautiousness.
Right.
But that's being said, I feel like shit. Maybe tomorrow I will tell you and show you.
All right. Fair. Perhaps. You're staying here. I can't stay here. Absolutely not. I'll be back in the morning.
I was after.
And, well, like, I could get a room, but I'd rather literally walk home and walk back and risk getting stabbed again. So I'll come join you for breakfast. And we can continue discussing it. Nope.
Yeah, it's like 20
not.
minutes.
It's not.
It's way longer than that.
Well, like 20 minutes to where we just were.
Yeah, but like for where she lives, she's making a choice right now.
She's like, yeah.
Can't say. I really can't. Mm-mm. Well, I'll be back in the morning. I don't know if I'll sleep. That's fine. Yeah, I'll join you for breakfast, maybe lunch, something like that. You need to sleep in, have a snooze. You've got some holes in your body. Fix them up, and we'll pick up this conversation.
Yeah. All right. Tomorrow's in.
All right. Well, good night then. And I guess I'll get up and briskly, but not like angrily walk away, just like with purpose. Because I gotta hustle home.
Sprinting, just get up and sprint.
It's far. In fact, we're gonna follow.
This is why you need a fucking
Nico
bus, man.
all the way home. Nico hops on the trolley station right outside the Fantasyland Hotel and takes it all the way to the second layer before transferring onto a system that requires her to offer up a handprint to access. And what does Nico do while she is forced to sit amongst the peasantry on the trolley leading to where you're from?
I'll just have a book on just a book that I've got tucked away that I'm reading that I have now a new profound interest in again, that I just haven't been touched for a while. And after meeting Soren, I'm like, I should get back into researching this thread of thinking again.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick it back up.
Fair enough. You eventually make it home to the Celadonian district in the 4th sector, where your mentor's tower is located. A sector full of wizards' towers, meaning it doesn't look unique. It's the akin to working in an office building. You get back inside and breathe out the events of the last few hours. Make just a luck check. Just roll a d20.
Ah! Scary. 9.
Yeah, you definitely dropped the Danishes.
No!
The whole
Damn it.
point of going, they're gone.
Damn it. They had the cons on top and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you do as you prepare for bed or not? You're in your mentor's tower alone.
I'm definitely going to head back up to the laboratory section.
Okay.
And instead of sleeping, I'm going to pull out specifically my alembic and work on my distilling project. And yeah.
Sounds good. As you all move through the night, in various stages of sleep, Soren, it takes you a while to finally bed down. You're not at this stage of worry yet. Clearly something has happened to your brother. Clearly he's missing and not just wandered off. Mm-hmm. But you have no immediate cause to think he is dead.
No.
And so you're frustrated, but not yet like having that gut worry. But it still keeps you up. And with that, you guys complete a long rest. Nico, are you sleeping?
No, I'm going to spend the whole night I'm going to whir up all of the machines
Okay.
and try to distill the essence that I'm working on.
You can give me a Constitution saving throw to avoid exhaustion, and then you can do hit dice for a short rest.
11.
11, and one more because it'll be a full 8 hours. That's for the first watch. That would usually be
16. So
16. Okay. No exhaustion at this point. Not the first time you've pulled an all-nighter to work on your research. Yeah, as you guys wake up in the morning, we will go to break. We will take a break here. We'll call it 13 minutes. We'll be back at 9:50 Eastern. Thank you so much for joining in, and welcome Kim to our little chaos crew of private investigators. Apparently it's only Soren for now. I don't know what that's going to look like when you come into the tavern and he's sitting at a table with other people, but I can't wait to find out. It'll be great.
It's just a white lie. It's okay.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll just be like a weird, that was a interesting choice to lie about, but sure, I'm here for it. All right, we'll be back shortly, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And
I just don't want to tell their business.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I get it. I respect it.
Inquisitive. With this inquisitive person.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Guys, I don't have anything funny this week to say. Sorry.
You don't have anything funny this week? Is that what you
Or unhinged.
Oh,
That can't be true.
We'll see.
I was gonna say
The most
Seth is not
unhinged is
over.
when it's not planned, when it's just
Someone's
you
got to
being
set
a
me up and then I'll
goober.
just spike it down.
No.
I'll help you. I can do it.
We complete our long rest. We move to the next day. An hour or so before Nico arrives at the silver throne. No,
Ivory.
ivory throne.
Ivory throne.
It's written down. I looked over it and said the wrong word anyways. Listen, I'm so tired.
I'll never forget it now.
Clearly.
We all are.
Yeah, no, we're good. Everything's fine.
Are we?
You guys are having a little bit of brekkie. Kind of deciding what you're gonna do. Or we're just getting to that point, Soren and not Kuno. Come down. Before that happens, though, we'll take a step back. Aqua, Niall, who's not here today, Moss and Amon, you guys are at the booth, same one you had yesterday. Just enjoying. Soren and Kuno have not joined you yet. It's been a long night. It's your first night in Flintgate, in the books. Made some money at the jewel shop. Learned a little bit about shifters.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
Did we get a map of the city at all, or
You got
am I misremembering?
I have a
cute
brochure.
little brochure that drew the
brochure.
city as a circle, of which it is not, with highlighted destinations and key station stops that you guys should visit. It's a tourist map.
Very
Can,
big.
can I ask Aqua for the tourist map?
I don't know.
Mind if
Can you?
do you mind if I see that map that you got yesterday?
Yeah. Okay.
I'd borrow
I'll
it for
slide it
a
over.
little bit.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Whatever, man.
All yours.
And I'll take it. Can I figure out where the Pillar of Inquisitory is?
The wizards.
Well,
The mage one?
the mage one, the Pillar of Inquisitory,
Inquisitory, I spelled it wrong.
yes, is along the northeastern edge of city. It's two roads that are parallel to each other that run kind of from a north, like a 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock kind of slash through the city, all the way to the gorge. It's quite long, and it is perfectly straight. All the roads are uniform. The Pillar of Inquisitory is, you ask someone and they gesture for you to follow them outside, and they point up at the pillar, of which I believe the Inquisitory pillar is about 500 feet above ground, slowly orbiting up and down the two main roads that are parallel that drive through. The pillars are literally the pillars that you see on the sky.
This person that I have that walked me outside had showed me the pillars. I'll just go, so, how do you get up there?
You don't really. It's like a government building. It's not really open to the public. It's kind of where they make all their decisions, I think.
So was the sorcerer school below it then?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it up there?
No. The district, the Celadonian district, houses all sorts of various schools of knowledge and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, the pillar itself is that literal pillar, but yeah, no, there's lots of schools, I'm sure.
Do you know where they are located? And if so, could you point to a general location on this map? Like hold up the brochure
to this random unnamed NPC. That is a 13. That's actually not bad. He just points to like the center of the district.
All right,
that's where the train goes.
Pat him on the shoulder. I'll get you a drink if you want it. I don't know,
sir. It is 8:00 in the morning. Can I just go back to my breakfast?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Thank you. He goes back inside.
Back in.
Which is weird because you walk by his table and he's definitely drinking like a glass of whiskey.
Like an ale or something.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. And then I'll go over and I'll sit next to Moss and Aqua and I'll just go, all right, sometime today. I don't know if y'all want to join me or if Niall or Kuno or whoever wants to join me. I gotta go to this place, the Celadonus district, roughly around here. Like kind of point to the center of where the guy pointed.
As you're describing and pointing on the map, this fucking terrible map, there's no ideation at all. Yeah, it's terrible. Soren comes down and joins you guys for breakfast. Or at least sits at the table.
Morning!
Hey.
Morning.
Gonna sleep in?
No.
Oh.
It's ominous.
Where is he?
Don't know.
You don't know where your brother is?
What do you mean?
I don't know where Kuno is.
But you guys.
Why are you saying it
What
so
do you
weird?
mean?
I don't know.
I didn't mean it to do that tone, but
It's all good. It's all good.
It helps I didn't take it that way.
yeah.
Like, do we need to be getting up from the table and fighting someone to get Kuno back, or do we?
Is he okay?
What happened?
I hope he's okay, but I know he's probably not dead.
That sounds very vague.
Yeah, because I have no idea where he is at, and it is still confusing me to this morning.
Or where'd you last put him?
Where did I put him?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I was with you.
Out.
I was with you the other
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were at the store selling rocks.
Selling rocks.
Yeah, we were selling rocks. He was gone when I came back.
Exactly.
The window was open. There was a trail of blood, and I followed it. And it'd be easier for me to show you. But
I mean, I don't blame you for in the moment running, but you could have called for help.
Called for help. I'm not going to call for help if that means waiting for you guys and my brother dies.
I wouldn't have expected you to wait.
Yeah, I was fine.
Fair, I suppose.
Okay. I want to find Kuno. Can we go?
Yeah.
We're meeting someone here. I am meeting someone here.
We're meeting some.
Who are we waiting for? Or sorry, who are you waiting for? My bad. I'll work on it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. We won't include, the.
You can
rest-
include yourselves. It's more of I told them that I was alone, so.
Oh, you want us to like sit somewhere else so then like, we can get more details?
I kind of trapped myself in the corner here.
No, it was just a dumb lie.
So
'cause
we just act like you don't exist. We're complete strangers for the time being.
I'm sitting here with you, so you don't have to.
Do we know this guy?
No,
No, you don't know him.
I don't know who this guys. I think we gotta.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Either we gotta move or you gotta move, buddy, because taking up the seat.
Where am I?
They're instantly role playing. They've never met you before.
Who are you people?
I'll buy you a whiskey, stranger, but
It's
Why are you buying everyone
Kidnap
drinks?
me!
it's 8 in the morning.
It's so early.
It's 8 in the morning, or 9 or whatever. But yeah,
We don't have to lie?
no.
Maybe
don't
it's
have to
coming a
lie.
lot from me.
well, I mean,
this
if
is
it-
more concerning.
You don't have to lie. It's a force of habit to make things up as I go.
I know, but like,
And I realized quickly, right after I said that, it was a dumb lie anyway. I just didn't want to answer any more questions regarding my group of people that I was with.
Soren, it's okay to say friends. You can all you want. It's true. I know you won't admit it. I'll find a way.
Maybe one day.
Oh, look, I already made a step forward. You finally admitted it.
It is inevitable.
Yeah, just fucking
Well,
Stockholm syndrome me into being friends with Aqua. But yeah.
The fuck?
people that know a lot.
Oh,
Maybe they could
I thought they were pausing on purpose.
help you
no.
out. Well,
Colby, you're oh, he's dead.
Hey, ooh,
nar,
No.
nar.
Oh, I don't know if you should have your camera on, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you're able to survive that.
Yeah.
Oh. Now they're just making Minecraft zombie noises. Mom, are you alive?
Must you have anything to say?
Yeah, Moss. Can you fill the dead air, please? All right.
On the spot. On the
Great
spot. Massa.
going.
Yeah. That was, I'm clipping that. That was great. Just the silent thumb up. We will at that point fast forward to
sorry, Colby.
Nico's arrival. Probably around 11. So you guys have a few hours to just kind of
Yeah, because I probably came out
stew.
like an hour and a half after you guys came down.
Yeah. And you know you have to stay in the premises or nearby because Nico did say they were going to come by.
Moss would just spend the time prodding Soren for more information with a little bit of attitude.
Sure. Yeah, I'll let you guys roleplay that. What are you guys trying to find out?
So, who are we meeting? Who's meeting you here?
Someone who helped me out last night. Nico was their name.
Right. And they helped you with what?
Not die.
Oh, my brain.
You were.
I forgot to mention.
You forgot to mention that part.
It wasn't important. Kuno missing is more important than me dying.
Except for the fact that maybe the people who had attacked you maybe had something to do with it?
Yeah, but they're dead now, so.
Well, that's really handy.
Yeah, I kind of got let my anger take over a little bit.
You know, that's why you usually ask for help.
And I didn't have to ask for help, and they helped me.
Well, you know,
By the time,
that's great.
to be fair, by the time I was stabbed in the back, it was already too late. I was already in too deep, and help even if I'd asked before. Yes, hindsight is 20/20, but at the same time, I did not anticipate to run into a assassin.
So, what was your clue? Where did you what were you following that led you to this mural of Kuno?
Blood trail.
And you didn't think you were going to run into any sort of trouble?
No, I followed many of Kuno's blood trails, and it usually ends up in me finding his body somewhere.
I was gonna say, like, he knows his brother best, and I don't think he wanted to wait and go help his brother.
I'm not saying you should have waited for anyone. I'm saying, you know, that you could at least say, "Hey, Kuno's missing," and then jump out the window first, because we have rooms, you know, kind of near each other.
Yeah.
But weren't we downstairs? Wait, what?
You guys were downstairs at the time.
Yeah.
Kuno was the only one who went upstairs.
Well, fair enough. Kuno went to bed early. I'm just confused. So this is normal, you finding Kuno in pools of blood?
Not that far, but yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Sometimes you leave me a little more bewildered with the information you decide to withhold than you do with the information that, like, you're forthcoming with, like... I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to be more open.
We can all see it.
Just moments I sit here a little bewildered.
But yes, I was attacked by an assassin or something. They were praying over a dwarven woman.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that Kuno?
Kuno.
What if he got transformed?
No.
Oh.
No.
It was a dwarven woman that this Nico person recognized, so no.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
They were alive, they were breathing, but...
Oh, that's good.
When you are covered in your own blood as well as another person's, and carrying a body around, it raises questions. So...
That's fair, because we're asking a bunch of questions, so that makes sense.
We left that person in the alleyway, and hopefully they are okay.
Perfect.
They were breathing, though it was heavy, but I was...
Yeah.
I don't know. And that is all that happened last night. I'm not lying.
And making a new friend, too.
Yeah, wait, when you add that tag, Moss raises a single eyebrow.
No, this is me out of character because the way I said it sounded like I was
Real
lying.
sus. And that's the whole story.
No, like the way at the end, and that is all that happened last night. Yeah.
Shortly
That's
after
all,
you leave Soren alone and stop prodding his decision making, Nico, you finally get off the trolley station to the
So far.
It's so far. And walk in. Doesn't take long. You kind of start by looking at where you and Soren had sat the night before, and they're not too far off from there. He's surrounded by 4 other figures.
I'm gonna just look at him, stare, go, of course. Well, at least there's more of them, and then I'll walk up to the group. Hello!
I just don't know what you're talking about. You know, sometimes things just don't make any sense. Aqua, like, what? You're knitting an entire, like, blanket scarf for it?
Yeah, well, what's wrong with that? It's for
No,
my...
I love it. I'm just impressed that it's going to be so large amount of material for such a...
big egg. What do you want?
And as
Moss?
Aqua's holding up the egg, you guys notice the woman standing at the end of the table.
Oh!
You know, I don't know if a blanket, like, I don't think eggs put off enough heat for a blanket to be really effective.
Not unless
Let me
it's made
think
out of
about that.
love.
Perhaps it could be heated. And
hate
love,
that.
full of love, of course.
Yeah.
Definitely full of love.
Also, hello.
They make
Hello.
heated blankets?
This is Nico.
They do now. I could figure it out. Hello, yes, Soren, was it, right?
Yeah.
Definitely the man traveling alone with just his brother?
Yeah, I don't.
And all of these people you clearly know.
He's a very honest individual.
That I gathered immediately. Well, pleasure to make everyone's acquaintance. I'm, Nico, I guess you know already.
Yes,
Hello?
pleasure to meet you. My name is Moss. Thank you for saving our friend's life.
Oh, so he told you about the strange goings-on we ran into yesterday?
In vague, brief, disjointed sentences, yes.
Yes.
Does he always talk like that?
Which one?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good to know.
Which one?
Dunk on him.
Herman.
Oh.
Or Niall. Or literally any three of them. One of the three of them.
Niall
So then if-
and Amon introduce themselves as well.
Yeah. So if, clearly, you've heard about the strange creature assassin thing that tried to murder us in an alley, are you all...
They were creatures?
I think so. It's a
There's more
person
than
like...
just one?
No, just the...
This was one.
He was
Just
a dude,
one.
but he did melt into shadowy essence when he died.
He
It
did
was
go
like
poof.
you know when Amon is like doing his
That's
thing
magician.
and it's like it kind of was like that, except for Amon can't. Amon doesn't really poof.
He doesn't poof. All right.
You haven't tried to kill him yet, so who knows? He might poof.
He coalesces shadows, but he doesn't reappear somewhere else. Maybe eventually it's a more advanced version of his magic.
Well, in such a strange encounter yesterday, I was happy to discover the fighting prowess as it both saved my life as I ran into some random guy in an alley. Are you all capable fighters?
I mean, I think each of us could kill someone if we needed to, yeah.
All right, that's better to say than most. Noted. Good to know.
Great. What a great way to say, with a smile on your face and your pinky up as you take a sip from your mug.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a closer look at Moss and go, you're all not from around here, are you? Are you originally of the material?
Moss immediately uncomfortable. No.
Fascinating. So do you not suffer the effects of the Fey Plague?
To my knowledge, no individual native to the Feywild suffers from the Fey Plague. We were unaffected by Mother's Mercy.
Fascinating. Love.
Oh, speaking of which,
Oh yeah, speaking of which, everyone, including you, Kim, need to roll on the Fey Play table, which I have not seen.
Are you gonna roll for Niall?
I will, yes.
Niall just falls over.
Niall's fucking dead.
Soren got 4.
Okay.
Got a big old 4. 4s for whores.
What?
I mean,
You guys don't like drinking stuff?
God
I
damn.
disagree.
A for waterfall, 2 you, 3 me, 4 horse, 5 bus and drive, 6 dicks.
I have no idea what is being said right now, but I'm so here
Words
for
are
it.
being said.
Okay, maybe I'm being alcoholic.
You
It's
just
fine.
called me a whore.
I feel like I haven't heard that in like.
Yeah, seriously. You got a 4, so nothing happens. Roll a d10.
I may have played
Mika.
last year.
Yeah. I also got a 4.
So you're good. Nothing happens. 1 through 4 is all good. Let's roll for Niall. Ooh. Niall's coughing and choking a lot. Standard.
Oh.
You've seen this a lot from Niall. Yeah. Fey Plague is good.
All right. Well, even as we all seem to collectively suffer from the Fey Plague, it's fascinating to see someone so in tune with the essences of the Feywild that doesn't even bother them.
Well, it was the Fey Ascendancy that intentionally intervened to prevent any consequences from the actions of Kaela and the other gods.
You seem well versed. Were you there?
No, I've been around for a while.
How long's a while?
A while.
He's old.
Long enough.
Long
Do you see his
enough.
eyes? It shows.
Is he a wrinkly boy?
No? Aqua's just an asshole.
Moss looks young.
Yeah, Moss looks maybe mid-30s.
I was
Gotcha.
basing it off of like the dark circles under his eyes because like
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just
I'm an
he looks tired.
Gotcha.
No, but being a descendant of the Ascendancy, I do have connections.
Connections.
My mother is known as the Lady of Nights in the Feywild.
Is that something I would have heard of?
History check.
Give me the knowledges. 24.
24. The Lady of Nights is one of 3 who manufactured an ascension to godhood during the moments in between Mother's Mercy where Kaela left, causing all the magic to leave, causing the Fey Plague effects to take part, causing all the portals between all of the sister realms, so the Fey, the Shadowfell, and the Elemental Planes, to close. They siphoned some of that leaving energy and made themselves as close to gods as could exist in the Fey. And you are fairly confident on one of your theories.
Fascinating. Very fascinating. I'll just even like take a little book out, like a little notepad, and just like start writing down a little bit as I just like kind of get lost thinking for a little bit.
Is your friend on your shoulder?
Yes. You just chilling.
I will be poking it.
Oh,
They are near me.
But maybe don't poke things. You don't know what to say. To
Can you describe it in a little bit more detail, what this little guy
Yeah.
looks like?
so there's this little robot ball with 2 dangly little legs and 2 little spindly arms. And 2, like, kind of, they don't really work very well. They're mostly just decorative little feathery wings out of his back. And a large dent in his head where his kind of, like, if he had a brain, you could, like, see it and little sparks come out. But his best feature is his face, because he has 1 giant eyeball. Or no, he has 2 eyeballs, doesn't he? One giant eyeball. Very terrifying human teeth where he's always kind of got a permanent expression of on his face, and a voluptuous feathery mustache. He's a beautiful boy.
He is a beautiful boy.
Interesting companion. Should I be worried why you're writing this down?
What's
Of
his
course
Just
not.
Aqua, by the way, every time you poke him, he goes, fuck, 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 fuck.
Oh my god, he talks. This is so cool.
He looks
I
like
wish
he's in
Greg could talk
pain.
out loud.
He looks
Well, it's difficult to tell. I think he feels pain. I don't know. Do you feel
Do
pain?
you experiment it?
he kind of looks at you and he just kind of smiles and he's got like a little gap in one of his bottom teeth and it starts drooling like machine oil.
Huh. There. It's okay. You're fine. See, I don't know.
You don't know?
How do you not know? Isn't he your friend?
Yeah, well, I found him, brought him through by accident. Yeah, let's go with that one. He kind of like spat out during one of my experiments, and then he didn't come through quite right. I don't think.
Got a little
You
blended.
see,
I'm starting to feel like maybe I should be worried with this information I've given you.
No. I just love all the different planes, and I want to know everything there is to know about them. So of course, you being from another, I'd have many questions.
Wah.
What?
Ah.
Just
Portal.
your luck to run into.
But yes, to get Mark here, I was trying to connect to the plane of law and order, and it was very difficult to get there, and I was not super successful because reaching out to Mechanus, it's kind of. It's not as adjacent as I need it to be to the material plane, so I was trying to like reach through and bring something back, and then this is what I got. He's great though.
Aqua, by the way,
He's adorable.
when Nico said the creature's name, which is Mark, Mark whispered to you like quietly, like Mark.
Oh, I think it's Mork.
No, it's Mark. This is Mark 5.0. Yeah, he introduced himself, but every time.
What happened to the last
I thought he just
four
said
marks?
Mork.
No. When he arrived through, he said, "Yes, I am Mark 5.0." And then, as the portal began to close, he got stupider. No offense,
Mark.
but
Mark or Mork? Now I'm
Have I ever seen a creature like Mark before?
You can make an Arcana check.
Sweet.
clarifying. He did say Mork, right?
He said Mork. Yeah.
Okay, just gotta make sure.
Every time he talked, little static electricity.
Okay, that's really good. 22.
22. You've heard of some of the crazy planes that create some absolutely monstrous creatures. You have never heard of a plane where purely mechanical life forms are from.
Peculiar.
I think he's great. He doesn't really do much, but he's great.
He looks quite the interesting.
All right.
Aqua, is Greg on your shoulder?
Oh, Greg is.
Yeah. He tries to poke Greg with his little spear thing.
Oh, no. You poke with finger, not with spear. And like every time he pokes, I'm like,
How many hit points does Greg have?
one. So that's why I'm like, block.
Okay. We'll say for now you blocked him.
Mork is gonna fucking kill Greg.
He is gonna accidentally.
Or Greg is
gonna
gonna
hate
Mark.
What if Greg just like opens his mouth
Yeah,
and then just
hear me out.
consumes Mork in
What
one bite,
if
you know?
Mork
I mean, he is
rides
this big.
Greg into battle.
Oh boy.
So
That
if
would
he's
be the
smart
quick.
enough-
That would be the quickest ride ever because Greg only has
Just
one hit
gets
point.
stepped on, yeah.
But yeah, I think Soren would clear his throat and he's like, "Well, I did say we were waiting for someone, so let's."
Who are we waiting for?
Are we waiting for anyone else?
No,
More friends?
Logus
brother,
walks into the bar.
I'm just gonna just leave, just get up and walk out.
Oh my god.
I think that's our cue to go.
Right.
Maybe the friend's outside.
Well, I would assume you were waiting for me, but he mentioned yesterday he had a brother he couldn't find. Has the brother shown up?
No, not yet.
Right. So he was following a blood trail yesterday and then
Yes.
lost the trail.
Yes.
Is that something we could pick back up again? Are you all
We're-
blood casters?
Oh no. That's just the brothers, I think. Well, I don't even wait. I don't
There's
even
two
know
of
what that is.
No one.
You're just
outside
like,
of,
what?
Moss and maybe Nile and
What do you mean?
Amon
Sorry, it's just
politely.
great.
Straight out, Aqua doesn't know.
Yeah.
Just blurted it out. It's okay.
I just figured they liked blood.
Right.
I like the color red a lot.
Yeah. Nile and Amon say they're gonna go look
Into the Inquisitory.
into the Inquisitory, which is indirectly where you guys will likely be going at some point. But they're gonna head off and take the good old trolley system to the Inquisitory to try find that school.
Just gonna be stuck on the trolley for these next couple weeks.
Correct. They're gonna be trapped in an underground like service tunnel that gets closed. It's gonna be great.
No,
They're gonna
I
be in
could have
the-
given them
the
directions.
maximum speed.
So yeah, the four of you now head off. Soren, are you just outside getting fresh air because you're mad?
Yeah, because I'm just tired of re-explaining it. So you're just waiting out there for them because he figured if he just got up and left, they would eventually follow.
Yeah,
Yes.
they follow pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, I immediately
imagine.
followed.
All right.
Time to look for Kuno.
Yes. You said, Soren, there was a trail yesterday?
Yeah, it's probably gone or died, but I know exactly where it led to. So
I mean,
Dry? It's fine.
that's fair. And also, blood doesn't typically go away when dried fairly easily.
yeah, and I can track his blood.
Okay. Easily enough, you lead them along the trail, which you guys start to be like, holy crap, this trail goes on for like 10 minutes of walking, which is a long time. A long
It's
time.
a lot of time.
It's a lot of blood, but you do see the blood. The marketplace is absolutely packed. This is probably why, Nico, you go at night. It's extremely busy.
So many tourists.
You find the mural. Looks the same.
This is where it ended. And the mural looks like
Oh yeah, you guys see it. You see Kuno very clearly holding the hand of a smaller child who is also having their other hand held by a woman that I believe, Soren, you've described?
Yep. So, Kuno, my mother, and an unknown child in a mural in the middle of Flint Gate is weird. And that is why I'm so confused. Because this is where the trail ends.
Right.
And the mural is not emitting any kind of magic.
Oh.
That's straight. Is there anything written on the mural?
There is at the top a like very classical like ribbon banner title, and it's called The Great Escape.
What?
Well, that's kind of insulting.
That's a movie.
Wait, what language is it written in?
Common.
Soren, does this mural mean anything to you?
Mom got it.
No. I mean, outside of the Black Sun and seeing my mother and brother, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. I don't know whose child is. I'm assuming a half-brother. My mother was seen with a kid roughly in his
Right.
teens.
But this is a child, right?
Yeah.
Like a young child?
Maybe like 11 or 12.
Yeah, 13 roughly around there, just somewhere around there. And you said the Black Sun was like broken? Like the sun was broken or something like that in the mirror? Or
Yeah, it looks wrong. It looks, and the rest of you actually, you didn't roll that well. I'll let you guys have another one on this. Anyone who's looking, if you point out the sun, can make a perception check.
Okay.
It's too high up for you to investigate it up close,
How high up is it?
Like 35 feet.
Oh, okay.
I got a natural 20
Okay.
Yay!
for 26 perception.
26. Aqua, what you were going to say?
Can I see if Kuno's still wearing his bracelet?
Make a perception check as well.
Okay.
The Mackenzie dice are hot once more.
Hell yeah.
Mackenzie's still mad at Kayana all this time.
All this time.
25.
25. You look, you don't care about the black sun at all. You look, and he is still wearing his bracelet.
Oh,
in
thank
the
Christ.
mural.
I haven't stopped thinking about that.
Natural 20. Yeah, this sun looks like it's weird. Like there's like a weird tracing of like lattice work, kind of like in like an orb around the sun. But the sun itself looks like it's not perfectly spherical anymore. It's like got these like jagged edges. It's weird, and it's hard too because it's 35 feet up. So even though you're tall, like it's still like warped a little bit in terms of what it would look like if you could see it straight on. But yeah, there's something drawn in it or on it that is making it not look exactly how you've pictured it and seen it before. It doesn't look like that.
Certainly doesn't look right, but I can't put my finger on it from this elevation. Is there any way up on the opposite side from it?
Looking around, there are some buildings that are like 2-3 stories that you might be able to get a better vantage point. You likely have to like ask someone to use like their stairs or break in.
Could we look in? Could I go look in the alley? That
where the dwarf was. Yeah, Nico, what are you doing?
I would like to send Mork to fly up to look at it.
Ooh,
and see through Mork's eyes so I can look at it more closely.
Absolutely. While you are warging into Mark there, you go into the alleyway, then the dwarven woman is gone.
I figured. I was just seeing also if there was a way up.
Oh, like a ladder. No, not on this building. This building seems to be isolated from the rest.
Is there?
Go ahead.
Is there like anything else? Like, what is this building? Like, identifying. Like, is it a shop? Is it just a random building or part of another?
There appears to be like a large set of double doors on the far side of it. Based on like the other buildings all being shops, this is likely like a storehouse where the local shops keep their merchandise that is not on display. And that's actually why it's a little bit separated from the marketplace as well. Looking through Mork's eyes, give me an investigation check.
Okay. No, that dice betrayed me. This dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Odd. You've seen black suns before. They look similar to what an eclipse looks like, but much more powerful, and you've seen some people have odd effects due to it. Your Fey Plague symptoms are usually less intense on black sun days. There's like a ritual circle around the circumference of the sun. And the... Excuse me. The black part of the sun, the center, you can almost make out... Give me an Arcana check, actually. This isn't free.
Spicy bananas. 14.
14? It's very odd. Just the way that the artist textured this, the way that the black part of the sun is transcribed here, it's just an odd artistic choice. But you do see the ritual circle.
is there a balcony or anything, like a ledge across?
There's something nearby. Yeah, you would just have to either ask the shopkeep for access or like just go.
Is it? Well, is it within like 30 feet of me?
It is, yeah.
I'm just gonna Misty Step up there.
Okay, fair enough. You're up there. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. You're close enough to make one.
All right, investigation time. Not perception.
No, for this one, you're actually trying to see like any specific details.
Another natural 20.
Oh my god!
For 23.
For 23, okay. I will, just because it's a nat 20, I will say, so you pick up the same information that I just gave Nico. You would actually have a better understanding of this than Nico would, weirdly enough. And we'll find out why in a little bit. This looks like a portal.
That makes sense.
The mirror-esque depiction of the black sun is like painted like water, which is very similar to Fey portals that you've traveled through, where it looks like a coalescence of like vertical water as if you're looking in a pond. It's just a weird artistic choice.
Can I'm gonna take like a little pebble or stone or something and toss it at the black sun.
Make a dexterity check
Okay.
to try. No. You did not just get a third natural 20. Show me on the camera. I want to see this
I'm gonna
shit.
show.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Yeah, take a picture.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it is gonna.
It took a second to focus, but I did see it for a second. I
You
saw
did
it.
see it for a second.
You
Okay.
motherfucker. So it's perfect. You bullseye the black sun. It doesn't bounce through, but you roll so well that it perfectly bounces off and pegs Mork right in the eye. And he falls about 20 feet before his wings start working again.
Mork.
He doesn't die, but he's like, what the fuck?
Is he all right? I did not mean to strike him like that.
It's a perfect hit. I had to give it to you. But the rock did not disappear into the sun.
I didn't think it would, but I hoped a little bit.
You hoped a little bit
That would have been wild.
Yeah, just a little bit. I hoped it would work.
That was so good. Triple nat 20, Jesus.
Triple, yeah, what? Never in my life. It'll never happen again either.
Once I realized that this is a storage house, I'd probably go out and like start asking, like, go to maybe like. Actually, Nico would probably know. Nico, has this mural always been here?
No. What used to be here?
There have been other artistic depictions here before. Never one this talented or detailed. It's usually like second year, like artistic performance, like people in school and stuff like that. In the past, like during open markets, this has also been used as like a price board. Nothing of this quality.
Do you know how often are you here?
Often enough. Like I said, again, fantastic bakery down the street.
Yeah, you told me.
No. This is like where, the art students come and they're like, oh, well, we need to show our art somewhere. Oh, let's do it in a clandestine way. They paint the wall and then somebody comes and paints it over like 10 years later, or like 10 days later, rather. So like, this is beautiful, or it's so detailed. It's strange. No one with that much skill paints in this kind of corner.
Well, I just noticed something strange about the sun in the mural.
Yeah.
It's a portal. It was a portal. Maybe. It's made to look like one, and it's got the runes around it, right? The
Portal.
I wouldn't know how to reinvigorate it.
Answer would I.
If I could transcribe it, maybe I can write it down.
I could write it down from up here if you'd like.
Sure, that'd be great. Then I can take a closer look at it, or just
Yeah.
don't peg Mark in the eye again. I mean, Mark in the eye again.
Moss, you're
sure
talented enough, and you have very recent practice at rune scribing. You find a loose scrap paper, and within a few minutes, you have a very accurate depiction of what is around the sun.
I'll just take a page out of my book of shadows.
Oh. Looking at it more closely, can I read any of it, or
They are
some of the runes or anything?
They are actually. Yeah,
there
they
a
are
way
a
to
mix
read it?
of arcane and divine runes.
You.
This is extremely weird to see a mix of the two. Moss, as you finish transcribing it, you're like, oh, that's weird. I think I've drawn that symbol before.
I look back at the other symbols that I've been transcribing
Yeah,
recently.
you find it through. It is linked to a strong banishment. The divine stuff is weird. Nico, you peg this as abjuration runes.
Great.
So it looks like partially a banishment, is what you were saying, Tyler?
Yeah, like a containment. It's weird. Like you're not an arcane
Like an
practitioner.
entrapment sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like if something were to pass through this portal, it would close and not reopen for them.
One could insinuate.
Looks like, based off of the organization here, it's meant to be single use, in and close, trapping whoever goes through it in the inside.
What does it? Would it say how to open it, or would you know of a way? Outside of, I don't know.
Maybe if I spent more time studying it, I could think of a means of which to either... We could try to recreate it. Nico, you're fairly arcane talented, right?
Specifically in
Perhaps-
planar travel, or I'm learning. Well,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
I was
perhaps we could attempt to recreate this in some fashion or another.
I don't know if we'd want to recreate it. Like, do you mean to think that right there, perfectly painted, is your brother?
Yeah.
Think so?
I've seen Stranger Things.
Good choice.
It's where
That's a great show.
it's where his trial ended. His blood was on the mural, or is
And,
on the mural.
Aqua, I noticed you looking very intensely at his accoutrement. That's what he was wearing?
What?
That's what he was wearing? Like the thing on his wrist?
Yeah, we made that together.
You made it together.
You see her
Okay,
holding
then.
up a very similar one to what's depicted. Again, incredible detail.
sweet.
It's a perfect replica.
Right.
I mean, I've heard of stories of artists being trapped by, fey spirits in their paintings, but this is nothing like that. This
Right.
is... seems much more nefarious.
Yeah.
And Soren, do you have any reason to believe that your mother would be at all involved in something like this?
No. I don't know. It might have been painted to lure Mind Bruter,
That's entirely possible.
and the painting is just a portal, and it just is a residue because this. You said yourself this was up days ago. right? Not even
No.
days ago.
This is new. Like, I haven't seen this before. It's been
Even
about
last
4 days since my last Danish run. So it's very new. Like, it was there last night, right? You saw it? I assume this is where you came last night.
So, safe to assume magic.
Magic. Divine, too, which, don't like that. Gosh, I wish my mentor was here. Professor, she would know what to do.
Divine? Wish there... If only there was any way to figure out which divine.
You mean which deity?
Deity or celestial being.
Provided it's actually celestial. Divinity doesn't mean celestial, right? Necessarily.
Does it look like a younger, like a more modern version of, like, I guess this was the magic you were feeling, not necessarily the runes, or did the runes resemble celestial, or?
The runes had a very similar feel to them as the ones you got off of the corpse that you transcribed. So it's older than.
Okay, so that's what I was clarifying. So what's Soren? What? I guess this is not entirely. Amon
is not here.
Is not here. No.
Yeah.
Still stuck on the trolley.
Mon and Niall are just on the train right now. There's someone behind them who's like screaming at the trolley driver, and they're just like, "I hate public transit." You know, it's great.
It's like crowded. Mon is like someone's like
hot
breathing on their shoulder. Can you move?
My concern is that this is in the same language that I found on the bones of the corpse we found in the tree.
Yeah.
Corpse in the tree?
Niall or Nico does what?
Why are you finding bodies in trees?
You know the one that
Long story.
Well, I transcribed all of the things that were written on his bones, and it's the same language. It's older than Celestial. It's like, imagine a root language for the language of the gods.
Even older than Celestial. I would love to see it.
So like how Elvish is descendant from Sylvan, this is the ancestor to the Celestial language.
And it is more so than that. It is the ancestor to, from what
Sylvan
you were
too.
able, Celestial, Infernal,
And Sylvan.
and Sylvan.
And Sylvan. All of it. This is the ancestor to all higher language, in a sense.
Right. So this magic is older than divinity itself, really.
But why would
Nico, no check required. You have never even sniffed at anything being older than those three languages. This is a bombshell. This is something that has to go to the Magister. Like, this is what? There's
doesn't make
something
sense.
before.
Moss just has it in his lead book.
Can I just take a look? Is that please? What if I ask
As you
nicely?
stand in
the
an
pursuit
alleyway,
of scientific knowledge.
as you all stand in an alleyway off of a very, very, very busy market.
Could I, knowing that I spent as long as I did transcribing it, would it be safe to assume that I have, like, assembled, like, an alphabet from what I've had to write?
Yeah,
make
I'll
it.
say for how long you had to go through it. Yeah, you have a whatever that means. There is no way. Again, most of what you were reading was
I just have a piece of paper with every shape I saw.
basically
Right.
Yeah.
I can give you a copy of the the runes, but not certain what I have is pertinent at the moment.
No. Oh, of course not. No. I would just love to, like, if I could take my own copy so I could just have that. My Professor Torwin, she would love to see this. This is insane. Doesn't even sound real.
Well, we were in Salt Creek and found an ancient underground city that was older than, all of as old as this language, so.
What?
Yeah.
In Salt Creek? There's nothing there.
Well, there's a gem mine there, as
Yay,
well as a bunch of planar displaced a planarly displaced hag and a bunch of, murderous individuals.
Oh. Well.
Nice.
So I wouldn't go there for a while.
Right.
But
What?
Did you not, like, when you say murderous individuals, are they also from other planes?
they're from the Feywild as well. They were all shunted out of the Feywild into the material and went through various changes.
Shunted why?
Politics.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like the happenings of the world. It was just like, we don't like you, get out. Oh, okay.
So, something like that. They were, of course, vague and dishonest.
And just wanting to go home.
Right.
Yes. Speaking of which, you mentioned having an interest in the planes. You wouldn't happen to have discovered any way to travel to the Feywild yet, have you?
Well, funny you say that. We've been working on it. This is the project I've been working on with my professor. We've been working on a portal. What we really want is something that can get you, like, lickety-split, mass-produced, like the teleport spell, but, like, only, like, high-level wizards can do that. But something that everyone could do so that you didn't have to sit on the goddamn trolley for 2 hours everywhere to get anywhere.
You've never been to, like... No, what? That's a stupid question. Never mind, carry on.
No, but yes, so we've been working, my professor and I, we've been working on a portal that is, it gets you not only, like, around the material plane, but to really focus in and get to other planes. So my goal is eventually, I would love to travel. Oh gosh, I'd love to travel so many planes. But there's always a few in particular you want to learn more about. Right now, the best I can do, especially without her, is Feywild's, I don't know, maybe Shadowfell and the Elemental. It's anything that really touches the material plane. That's as far as I can get. I'm not the most powerful wizard. She's a lot better than I am, but then she disappeared, so I really can't get anywhere else. It's frustrating. I have places to be.
Being able to get to the Feywild is incredibly valuable to us, especially if this language has anything to do with the people that Amon was connected to, because that might take us to whomever might have your brother as well.
Oh, you think it's all connected? Because my professor, she disappeared. She herself was going to the Feywild for about a month, and she was like, yes, I'll be back. And then all of a sudden, it's 4 months later, and she's still not back. So I need to go find her.
Nico, have you ever traveled to the Feywild before? Or heard of travel to the Feywild before?
I've reached out to it, but I've never personally been there.
Time isn't linear.
Yes.
Per se. In a lot of situations, you could step in there and come back 50 years later and everyone is gone.
Oh, so she might not be dead then. Well, that's good, because I need her for my research, so it'd be great if she wasn't dead.
That being the case, I find it incredibly... not foolish, but humorous that your professors thought they were just going to take a trip to the Feywild for a month?
She's an accomplished wizard. She had research to do there. We're studying different planes and how to get there quickly.
Yeah, it's not really a place you can plan a consistent schedule for.
Well,
Moss
You
will actually
remember,
find his way down.
Nico, having a similar conversation with your mentor. Be like, now when you say month, are we talking about a Fey month or? And your professor or your mentor seemed very confident in their ability to be unaffected.
right.
Either due to their intellect or
My massive mind.
yeah, they were Mega Man. That's true.
affected by time
But no,
dilation.
due to they, being mechanically a 16th level wizard, they had access to spells that should protect from such effects.
Right.
At least she had the confidence in that.
Right. Like, she's a powerful wizard. She knows, like, Professor Torwin, she knows what she's doing. She wouldn't just go to the Feywild for the shits and the giggles. No, she had research to
Right.
do, and she was going to come back, and she hasn't. It's been 3 additional months since it's been 4 months. She said she was going to be back, and we have work to do. So, as I pitched this to the lovely and talented Soren yesterday. I do need, because I can't travel to the Feywild alone. I will die. I am quite small. I need some competent warriors who could escort me.
You're talking.
Yes.
Yep.
It's so great.
I can't say I would be entirely helpful given my current standing with my mother, but I am certainly not opposed to aiding you in the circumstance that you might be able to return to favor, because speaking on said hag and company, I am bound to return them to the Feywild or meet certain death. So
What kind of certain death? Like, is it like, oh, yes, you have 15 days, or you drop dead? Or is it like,
if I in any way try to deceive or go back on my word, I will die.
Okay. So you just tell them later.
Eh?
But, I could probably help. I think I could get us there. It's a little bit difficult to hone in on where you show up, though. But perhaps you could be a tour guide of sorts. Do you have anything from the Fey realm? It helps hone the machine in a little bit.
Think himself.
Well, I can't put you, like... I guess I could.
I
Put him in the slide.
Is there a way down from where I am?
Oh yeah, this whole time he was talking.
I'm shooting at you.
You could
Julie
just
on a
jump.
balcony.
It's only 3d6. It's up to
Or
you.
Misty Step.
Yeah, but that's my only other spells.
You just need to sit down and have breakfast, and then you get them back. You're fine.
Right,
Ooh. Wait, what do I have? Wait. I have spells.
You have something you're gonna thorn grasp him and just fucking.
No, I was thinking like I'd make like a slide with like whatever kind of like a root or something that he can climb
Is
down.
there
from.
like steps or like anything? Is there
You
like
can
a
go.
door?
The balcony goes into the house. Yeah.
Yeah, can I knock on the door?
You knock on the door from the outside of the
I can
balcony.
make a water slide.
Yep.
And a little old elven woman is just like,
Yeah.
"Who is it?"
Hi, I'm so sorry. I seem to have gotten stuck on your balcony, and I was wondering if you could let me back outside. You have a lovely balcony.
Make a persuasion check.
This is what I'm built for, guys. I have expertise in persuasion.
No.
The gods come back.
'Kay.
They collect.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to use that dice anymore tonight.
I'm not using it anymore.
The
It's going over.
lady's just like, be quick, and you just walk through this lady's whole ass house.
It's a 29.
Oh my god,
Insane.
Bear, what the fuck? That's insane.
Blame Mackenzie. What are the fucking odds?
Dude, clearly I bought you weighted dice. That's wild.
Apparently, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Where's my moss die?
That's insane. Okay, yeah, you exit. She doesn't even acknowledge you. She's just she's like, all right, fuck it. Tall green man walking through my balcony, no problem.
Perfectly acceptable.
A friend in need. A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Yep, exactly. That's her motto.
Well, assuming you can help me with my issue, I'd be more than happy to hand over this transcription of all of the runes I've discovered of this language. And
Well, then of course.
assist
sorry,
you
yeah.
in helping find your friend.
That would be lovely. You, as a being of the Fey realm, you'll get us there quicker. We'll kind of probably land in a spot you know, so maybe you'll take us a little bit faster.
Yes,
I have no clue where she is.
That
there.
being certain, before we make any decisions on where we're going in the Feywild, we should genuinely try and determine where Kuno might have been taken to, if we can.
Well, I think my professor, like, if we can find her, I think she's well versed in a lot of magics. She might be even able to just, I don't know, if that really is him there, maybe she just, like, pop him back out. I don't know.
I'll look over to Soren.
Appreciate that sound.
That was a great sound. It was so good.
Kuno's your brother. I don't want to leave him behind by any stretch of the imagination. Whatever you think is the best course of action here.
Well, we also can't leave either for a couple days.
Right,
No.
your court date.
Got a court
Yeah.
date.
You have a court date? What kind of court date?
He slept next to someone who got murdered.
Oh my god.
This is why interpersonal relationships makes everything too complicated.
Right.
Like, did you kill her? Them? Did you kill her?
Soren is actively face bombing right now.
I need you. This is incredibly inconvenient. Well, okay, we can wait. She's already been missing for 4 months, at least for me. If you think that he's okay.
You'll have to wait, so
I mean,
can't-
Soren, we could just skip out and go to the Feywild.
skip out on the Lotharian court.
They'll
I mean,
find you.
Nico, you hear Lotharian going and visibly go,
Nope, don't do that. That is
That's,
I am
that's
not
like, yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that.
That is the only court body that can overturn the decision of the pillars. It's like the Supreme Court, basically, if not more important.
Nope. I will do anything, but you have to make that appearance.
I don't
You
intend
can't
to
miss it.
because it's either if I don't show, then it looks like I did do it. So
Well, did they do the zone of truth and go, is this man a murderer? And then they ask you the questions, and then you said you said no because you're not a murderer?
and I said no, and they don't know either. So
Well, then you're not the murderer, and they know that. So, you make your appearance, they zone of truth you again, you're probably fine, I think.
yeah, but the problem is that my dagger is missing, and it was used to kill said woman.
Lauren, you're being very truthful right now. It's kind of weird.
I
Well, when
appreciate your
someone
honesty
spills it-
in this moment, but
When someone spills your
I'm not going to
Proverbial tea.
apologize.
well,
you kind
I
of
don't know what
know
I'm getting
what I
into.
to be truthful.
this is
I do not remember killing her. I could have.
oh god. You don't remember killing her?
No, okay.
Like, did you?
First, there was a full moon a couple days ago. Were you affected in any way by it?
No. I don't, not more so than, you're just like, stomach hurts a little bit. Like, no, like, it's a normal day. What are you talking about?
Digestion. I hate full moons.
Mats, you were awake, right?
Did I
Mats,
sleep?
Was Moss?
Aqua, I know you were asleep, Aqua. And no
it was
one else.
Niall.
Yeah, Moss didn't fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean,
I was fairly lethargic.
did anyone else fall asleep, or was it just us, or was it other people in your car?
Were there other people in the car that fell asleep?
Yeah. There were a
There
couple.
were a lot of people. Or a few.
Is there something about traveling in and out of the city that causes lethargy, or it was just a weird happenstance?
Not that you know of.
Not that I know of. Just because I'm curious. Like, I don't pay a lot of attention to the newses or anything, but who died? Who did you not kill? Who were you near killing?
A woman by the name of Ava Anator?
You make a deception check with disadvantage, Nico.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just to see if you can control your
Kim
face
already
muscles.
gave away the face expression.
Yep,
So.
she sure did.
Turns out we killed her.
9.
That's her friend.
There is like an immediate pale expression on Nico's face, and like a subconscious like. Ugh. Anator is the last name of the family that founded the Celadonian district.
Oh.
A man
Mac.
by the name of Silas Anator at the end of the Age of Heroes. Basically, as the magic was fleeting, used his last bit of magic as his spell slots were being eviscerated to teleport as many people from the falling sky cities to Flintgate. And it is that seed of magical science that founded the Celadonian district. The Anator family is now much more wide-ranging than just magical science. You do not recognize this woman's name. But that last name is immediately... Jesus!
Now, I don't know who she was. However, I don't... You're all becoming so much more complicated than I bargained for, but I need you. This is horrible. You have to just pass the scrutiny and hope for the best, because if they think you killed her, you're dead. Or worse. No, worse.
Definitely worse.
I don't know if you understand how important that those people are.
Yeah, I figured.
I
It's been
figured.
nice knowing you.
Remember, Mac? Remember a couple of sessions ago when you were like, "Hey, is there any like fancy people that I could convince to let me sleep in their train cart?" And here we are.
Yeah, you know, I'm still not regretting it.
No,
honestly.
dude, you had a great halibut, man. That shit was delicious.
I'm not regretting it. Like, you know, you gotta do something fun.
You didn't
just
kill
to
her.
I did not. I did not kill her.
I did not.
Not.
I'm
I did not
convinced.
kill her. Oh, hi, Mark.
You slept with and got killed the descendant
Mark.
of a national hero.
Yeah, this is like the Kennedy family of Flintgate.
Just like the Kennedy family.
You killed them all off in their sleep.
You know.
You literally just killed JFK on a train. Congrats.
Oh my god. Okay. Yep, we have to stay. Well, we can't leave, but that's fine. I need to make some preparations anyways. There's a lot of fine-tuning I could do.
I've got a lot on my plate.
Yeah. Your companions from this morning as well, they had some appointments to get to, so, you know, we have a few days to prepare before are we going to the Feywild? You'll come with me?
If I am,
Yeah?
they will.
I mean, Soren, are you coming to the Feywild with us?
If I can.
It's 3 days.
Yes, so
until
we
you're
go
you're
forced
after
still
the
free.
court.
Yeah.
Well,
Take
Still
out
free.
both brothers at once.
if it means anything, Soren, I don't hold the material courts in very high regard, so if they don't like you very much, I don't quite much care.
Well, I mean, it's not your judgments I'm worried about. It's what they can do to me. So,
Well, maybe they'll let me go with you.
I assume they will. I did say that. Did they say anything about representation or anything?
They did. As they left,
they
they read you your Miranda rights. They said,
my God.
if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the Senate.
I'm kind of curious of what my attorney would be if I didn't show up with Moss.
Oh my goodness.
It's really risky, but at the same time, like a part of me is like, let's just keep this fucking train ride going. No.
How acquainted with the Lotharian court are you, Moss? If you're going to be his representative.
Not at all. I've just served in the Fey courts for most of my life, so.
Okay, so that's a lot of experience. I think. You'll do fine.
You've
And
literally
leftover
arranged agreements between like lords of hell and
Yeah,
the Feywild. So you're like, yeah.
Mediated, I ended a civil war one time, but
Oh. Okay.
I'm
So
not
then
sure
you are
if that's
fine.
the same. Well, yeah, I'm not sure that's the same as like a criminal proceeding, but
Well, if we know this man's not a criminal, then it should be okay.
all right, yeah. So,
Murder.
in the meanwhile, shall we investigate this circle?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys are in a busy marketplace. Do you want to go somewhere? The tavern was fairly busy as well.
We only have rooms in the tavern if you have a place to work.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I can show you the laboratory. It'd be great. I have some work to do. You can be in the corner and just don't break anything. Yeah, that'd be great.
How big is your laboratory?
Well, it's not mine. But, she's not here, so she can't say anything.
I
It's
just
quite
meant
large enough for all of us.
After
That's
the
for sure.
construction of the machine you're currently working on, as long as it took and how quickly she wanted it done, she manufactured living spaces for about 30 people. It's like an apartment building that also has
Yeah.
commercial areas. Like, yeah, you guys could easily move in for a little bit if you needed to.
Come on down. I don't have groceries because I don't really buy them, but, I figured that out. There's
That's
probably
okay.
a kitchen in here somewhere.
I don't eat very much.
Perfect.
Weird.
No,
Weird to
it was
point
just,
out.
I get takeout, but, you just don't eat. That's a thing, too.
All right, you guys head to the Celadonian district.
Part of being a strange, ageless cryptid.
You are a cryptid. It's
I
real
love
freaky.
it. I love it so much.
I don't need much.
Average fun, remembers.
I just
Yes,
eat for
Aqua.
fun.
Could what's it called? As we're following Nico, I like to slowly. Soren, you're wearing like some kind of a robe cape thing, right?
Yeah.
Can I like kind of grab it but like hold on to it and you turn around and you just see me like looking really sad.
Don't worry.
Can I hold on to your cape for a little longer?
I guess.
Okay.
Probably, even if I said no, you probably wouldn't listen either way.
No, I'd listen because Kuno would listen.
No, it's okay.
Okay to let go or okay to hold? I got confused.
Okay to hold onto my cape.
Okay, thank you.
Oak.
I just don't.
We'll find him.
worried. I mean, we did. He's in a painting.
I do see that, but I mean, we will get him back.
Promise.
I'm not going to rest until he's back.
Cool.
It's
We'll
what-
take shifts.
Yeah, it's what he would do if the
Aqua, I
It
don't
was
think
reversed.
any of us would be comfortable with leaving Kuno behind in the possession of any interplanar being that drags him through a painting.
I know, but still worrying some. He was
And you
3D,
are-
now he's 2D, so it doesn't make any sense.
And your worries are absolutely understood. If we spend too much time worrying, that's time we're not spending looking for him.
Or
genius.
encourages to look.
If that's what's encouraging you to look, then by all means, let's get looking.
Okay.
All right.
So,
You guys head to the train and take it all the way north. One stop from the Octorus ring.
Do we find Niall and Mom?
He's trapped in hell? No, they're long gone.
Trolley
No. Now that wasn't so bad. Yeah.
Let's do it again. They're just riding the train all the way end to end over and over again until they're activated again. Yeah.
and this time they're discussing different types
Both of them
classes.
are too embarrassed to mention
school
that they
classes.
forgot what stop they were supposed to get off on.
Oh, I know. I think it's one more. Forever.
No, they're both just quiet, standing there watching, like nodding every time.
But yes, you get to the Octorus ring one stop before, rather, to the transient ring, which allows movement to some of the off-limits area. And you remember that orcish gentleman in the train station outside town explaining that they're not hostile to non-magical or intelligent folk. But the train that Nico gets on requires a handprint from Nico in order to open the doors into the chamber where the train is. And you are in a very different train station all of a sudden. There are arcane runes wrapping around the edges where the tracks start, and the train, as it's just pulling in, is completely silent. Think like Bullet Train. Like just absolutely air quiet, always on time, always perfect, clean, sanitized. And at least for everyone but Nico, who's gotten used to it and honestly kind of grew up somewhat in this lifestyle, just a lot of really fancy, rich, smart people. Just schmarmy college professors in like button-downs and vests and just a lot of there are some students, but even they are like well dressed. In fact, of all the smart people in the room, like if anything, like Nico is the most underdressed from her colleagues. She's in a lot more usable wear that's utility versus actual fitting in. But you guys get on the bullet train, and as you sit down, yeah, you would be able to see it because you are considered, you would have to sign them in as a companion. Nico, something you're used to, as you sit down, the train detects your thoughts to determine your destination, and a pathway lights up on where Nico is sitting, and it wires up the train into an overhead directory and kind of a halo of light around the stop, as well as an estimated time of arrival. Nico, you know that no one else could see this. This is all illusory in your mind, but because you've signed in your companions, they are able to see it as well. And you guys make your way down the Celadonian district.
You said you needed something from the Feywild, right?
I do.
Moss will go ahead and unclasp from his hat one of his two Ascendancy's sigils and give it to Nico. These don't mean terribly much to me anymore, so...
If I look at it, like, what is it?
It is a... about the size of like a silver coin. It is just the image of a crescent moon, and in the center is what looks to be some sort of orchid flower.
Oh, very beautiful.
Like a cross between an orchid and a lily.
Interesting.
Is it magical, this object?
Nope, just metal. It just comes with like a ribbon that goes around his hat.
Right.
He took it off the ribbon though.
At first glance, does this object seem like it would be enough to hone in the transplanter?
You would have to run some tests. You're not too sure from here.
All right. I'll have to see and figure out if this is enough, but we can try it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And if that's not enough, I have plenty of things.
And to be clear, Nico, you know it's very similar to like spells where the object of the person you're targeting helps make it easier. It doesn't consume the device.
Right.
So you could return this after. He's gifting it to you, but it's not.
Oh. Yes, sorry. Moss, yeah, I just need to put it in and then it just like
you can always
it.
give it back. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically use it to lock in coordinates.
Yeah.
All right.
That, or you can take the top of this finger and pull
It's just a fake finger, yeah. As you guys pull up to the Anator train station, the doors opening with a silent it's like taking off like noise canceling headphones. You're just like, oh wow, those actually really do work. I didn't really notice because you could still hear background noise, but you take them off and it's like, and it's just this thunderous amount of people. The Celadonian district, besides the peasantry, is the most populated. There are at least 100,000 people who live here. It's quite large. Larger than most other cities on the continent. Just this one district. As you step off the train into this green-veined white marble train station. That's what we're going to call tonight's session.
Oh.
Little early. We started early. Not every session needs to go the full 4.
Yeah, you're
but,
in trouble, man.
Yeah, like real fucked.
You're just a little bit.
I didn't think it was that bad, but it's bad now. You dug a hole and you kept digging.
I didn't dig any hole.
You started. No, kidding. You wanted first class.
Bad time. Wrong place, wrong time.
I just wanted to, schmooze and just like, have a nice time. And then I woke up and she was dead next to me.
This is literally like, don't get me wrong, you didn't actually do anything to deserve this. I want to specify that very clearly. But this is like the epitome of like, do stupid things, win stupid prizes.
And the thing is, it wasn't even
anything.
that.
No,
it wasn't even
just,
that stupid.
I bet you it was going to be like a murder mystery, and then you slept with the murder victim.
Well, kind of actually. It's not too far off. Literally, what it is I had a D12 list of someone on the train.
Oh God.
Yeah.
There's been a murder.
There's been a murder.
What is the day?
Oh God, the day is. Open up
the
fantasy
30th?
calendar. No, you're in a new month now.
Yes.
Oh no, you're not. It is the 30th. You're right.
Yeah, so 3 more days after this, it's on the 3rd of the next month, which I'm blanking.
It is the
30th.
the morning of the 30th of Banil.
Yeah, Banil.
Last day of the month. Perfect. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Welcome Kim again to
Yes, welcome.
this madness. I love how as you progressively listen to everyone describe themselves, you're just like, maybe I don't need them. Maybe I'm good on my own. I don't know. Let's find out. No, it was great.
They're capable. They're capable.
Yeah, they're so capable. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
It's just what I need.
Just what you need. All right. 1 second here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next Monday, 8 Eastern. Starting an hour early for the foreseeable future. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
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 It's weird how everything lines up. The introduction of someone who could both help Moss and save Kuno. And while distracted, might even be able to get him on to his wife. No one noticed the glimmer in Nico's eyes when she looked at the runes. Something about that book might be the key.